New Mexico. Wilbanks Trucking, Sonny Stockton, Escape from Artesia. Now, on with the action.
Fonda Restaurant in Artesia has always been known for its great atmosphere and even better food. But now you can come in and enjoy a delicious meal with a glass of beer or wine. Come see our full beverage menu today. Don't forget about our lunch buffet, lots of sweets, and we cater too. Come see us now for all upcoming parties and events. The Perkins family invites your family to come in and enjoy a meal with us. The Fonda Restaurant, proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. Company in some mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Company in Sun Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Wilbanks Trucking Services in Artesia is seeking dedicated and motivating individuals to join their team. Immediate openings include CDL drivers with pay starting at $25 to $33 per hour depending on experience. Riggers with pay starting at $20 per hour and open positions for owner-operators. Wilbanks Trucking Services offers full benefits including medical, dental, vision, 401k, and housing for out-of-town employees. For more information on career opportunities, please call 575-746-6318 or online at wilbanks.us. Wilbanks Trucking Services is an equal opportunity employer. We know you love your car, and at Big O Tires, we love your car too. We know it's so much more than just how you get from here to there. That's why your locally owned Big O in Roswell and Carlsbad is proud to help keep your car in top shape with our trustworthy service, quality products, major tire brands, and some of the best deals in town. And don't forget, we have easy and affordable financing options for nearly any budget. As members of our community, we know what's important to you and your car. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, IDEC, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Walker. And I'm Andy Singleton, and together we work with kids 5th grade and under here at Faith Baptist Church. And our hope is to have a safe and fun environment where kids feel loved, are taught biblical truths, and are challenged to live out the gospel in their everyday lives.
We just want all kids to be welcome here and to have a safe, fun place where they can learn who Jesus is and what He's done for them. That will change the course of their whole life.
That's right. And really, we want to love on families in any way that we can. And that's the biggest part and the biggest hope that we have for reaching and loving our community here at Artesia.
Hey, Jennifer from Trustmark Roofing. Trustmark is one of the only roofing companies that's also a licensed commercial and residential general contractor.
Wow.
I know, who cares, right? Well, you should care. You see, a licensed roofer can install a new roof on your home, but really can't handle structural problems underneath. So if your roof needs reframing or your chimney needs a water diverting cricket, you may need to call a licensed general contractor. And coordinating 2 companies for your roofing job can get costly and messy fast. As a licensed roofer and general contractor, Trustmark can install a stunning new roof on your home and handle structural issues. This saves you time, money, hassle, and even makes it easier to file an insurance claim. Call today for your 20% off coupon for our spring roof and gutter maintenance service. 575-755-ROOF or visit us at trustmarkroofpros.com.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Ed Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Ed Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Ed Safety and Services, LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldog.
Hey, Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Take Ranch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Take Ranch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Take Ranch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs!
It's the Big Savings Produce Sale at Fence Country Market in Artesia. Jumbo sweet yellow onions, Vidalia or Texas 1015, 99 cents a pound. Large Hass avocados, 2 for $3. Snack size juicy mangoes, 2 for $1. And large golden pineapples, just $2.99 each at Fence Country Market in Artesia. And right now, Coca-Cola select flavors, 12-pack cans, $5.99 each at Fence Country Market in Artesia.
Hello folks, Martin here from PRMI in Artesia, your hometown. Have you been on the fence lately about purchasing or refinancing a home? I know it's a big decision, and the interest rates are playing a huge part in that. I'm here to let you know I understand your concern and I'd like to talk to you about your options. There are financing products available that may suit your budget, and I'm the person. I offer a personal service, a fast approval process, and a knowledgeable support. So call me at 575-749-6278 for this discussion.
PRMI is an equal housing lender.
If you're missing a tooth or single teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Marvin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Marvin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'd be surprised how affordable implants can be. Marvin & Brown, your choice for experienced state-of-the-art dentistry.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today for licensed pest control professionals who are working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 628-5344. Serving all the sectors.
Number 5, Analia Lujan. 15, Analia Lujan. Number 11, Nasi Cordova. Number 12, Anetia Costa. Number 21, Amaya Lujan. Number 4, Ruth Espinoza. Number 1, Radia Lujan. And number 3, Angel Ornelas. And our subs are Abby Nunez.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
right, Bulldog fans, what in the
All
world?
right, Bulldog fans, what in the world?
What's going on here, fam? Hello, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com.
KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com.
Thought I wasn't getting my stuff through, but I think I am. So
Thought I wasn't getting my
we're here in
stuff through, but I
Portales and
think
taking
I am.
on the
So
Portales Rams, the softball team.
Portales
The
Rams.
Bulldog baseball team has already played Portales in their games, their series, but tonight we got a single hitter. We're at the new facility for the Portales Rams. Beautiful ballpark here in Portales at the high school. And the starters for Portales on the field, of course. I'm going to go around defense first. Number 6, Skylar Massey in left. Number 5, Miley Banda in center field. And number 1, Maria Lujan out in right. Amaya Lujan, number 21, is at third. Angel Ornelas, number 3, is at shortstop. And Netzi Acosta, number 12, is at second. And Dossie Cordova, wearing number 11, is at first base. The catcher, Addison Mayberry, number 10. And the pitcher, number 15, Analia Lujan. For the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, leading off and playing center field is number 2, Kenna Morrison. Batting second and catching, number 15, Perseus Aguilar. Number 7, Kinsley Rodriguez is playing third base and batting third. Batting cleanup, number 12, Mackenzie Carlo, playing shortstop. First baseman is number 24, Kate Napadaka. She's batting in the 5 spot. Batting sixth is second baseman, number 9, Michaela Lujan. Batting seventh, number 13, Zoe Warren, playing out in left field. The pitcher today in this ball game is number 10 and batting 8, Maddie Martinez. And batting 9th is right fielder number 1, Haley Tucker. So we're about ready to go as the team is taking their infield, the Portales Rams. And they're meeting in the circle, but getting ready to go and come to the plate. For the Bulldogs, number 2, Kenna Morrison.
For the Bulldogs, number 2, Kenna Morrison.
So Kenna will step in on the right side. Portales wearing their home whites with black lettering and numbering, black socks.
Black lettering and numbering, black socks.
Lettering is surrounded by red. The Bulldogs wearing white pants with the orange stirrup socks up high. Black jerseys outlined in orange if you're watching all this on the radio. All right, here's the first pitch from Lujan. Called strike 1.
Called strike 1.
So Ken will step back in. Wind blowing out today.
Step back in. Wind blowing
here on the field in Portales, so it's a hitter's opportunity as they just swapped third base and shortstop for the Rams. I'll check their numbers. Make sure I got the right ones in the right place. Swung on. Pop fly to the right side. There is room, but not going to get to it. First baseman, second baseman, and third and outfielder. Right fielder all get chased but couldn't get there. So foul ball, strike 2.
So foul ball, strike 2.
Perseus handing the bat back to Kenna, and she'll step back in on the right side with an 0-2 count.
Step back in on the right side with an 0-2 count.
Bulldogs, after falling to Lovington in 2 on Friday night, that fell to number 3 in the state. Gallup, this is Max Krebs. Gallup is number 1, Lovington 2, and now the Bulldogs 3.
Lovington 2, and now the Bulldogs 3.
Here's the wind and the pitch from Lujan. High.
Here's the wind and the pitch from
Ball
Lujan.
1. So 2-1 now the count.
Ball 1. So 2-1 now the count.
Couple of tough ball games there in Artesia. Friday night, the girls played pretty good, but Lovington just a little better, and they get the 2 wins.
Lovington just a little better.
Artesia now sits in District 1 and 2. Portales is 0 and 3.
District 1 and 2.
There's a swing and a strike back to the pitcher for out number 1 on a line drive. Good job there catching that
on a line drive. Good job there
by the pitcher. So 1 down.
By the pitcher. So
and coming to play for the Bulldogs will be number 15, Perseus Aguilar.
For the Bulldogs will be number 15, Perseus Aguilar.
Perseus steps in on the right side, of course, to pitch a right-hander.
Perseus steps in on the right side.
Analia Lujan.
Analia Lujan.
And the pitch. High, ball 1. On deck for the Bulldogs, number 7, Kinsley Rodriguez, the third baseman, and in the hole, the shortstop, number 12, Kenzie Carlo.
In the hole, the shortstop, number 12, Kenzie Carlo.
Got a couple practice swings. Does Perseus now? She's back in, ready to go.
Practice swings. Does Perseus now? She's back in, ready to go.
On the pitcher's plate, and here's the wind and the 1-0. Called strike 1. Good pitch there, caught the inside corner.
Good pitch there, caught the inside corner.
1-1 count and the pitch.
1-1 count.
A little bit high,
and the pitch.
ball 2.
A little bit high, ball 2.
So 2-0.
2-0.
I'm sorry, 2-1 the count.
I'm
to
sorry,
Perseus.
2-1 the count to Perseus.
Here's the wind in the pitch. High, ball 3. So 3-1 now.
High, ball
to
3.
Aguilar.
So 3-1 now to Aguilar.
I was speaking to one of the folks here with Portales, and they said, I asked them if this was the first year using the field, and it is. And she said that it wasn't even quite ready to start the season. So a brand new field here, and if you're watching online, you can see the facility.
And if you're watching online, you can see
the pitch swung on, foul to the right side for foul ball strike, and that's strike 2. So that takes the count to full count with 1 out.
That takes the
on deck is Kinsley Rodriguez, and in the hole Kinsey Carlo for the Bulldogs. The catcher, Addison Mayberry, she's setting up. Well, she kind of squared up in the middle. Here's the pitch.
Well, she kind of squared
it's
up
a ground ball up the middle, and that's going to get through for a seeing eye single. 1 out single for Perseus as she heads down to first base.
1 out single for Perseus as she heads down to first base.
And that'll bring to the plate number 7, third baseman Kinsley Rodriguez.
Number 7, third baseman Kinsley Rodriguez.
And we're going to have a courtesy runner as well. So coming in will be number 14 for the catcher, and that's Jenna Whitmire.
Number 14 for the catcher, and that's Jenna Whitmire.
So Jenna will courtesy run. Perseus will get to come into the dugout. And the umpire writing it all down. Wind's blowing pretty hard here in Portales, but like I said, it's kind of blowing out. It was blowing almost straight out center field. Now it's just kind of going across the field towards right. It'll definitely be a hitter's. Wind. Defense playing actually just about midway out there, so pretty much straight up, not too deep on the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch, down and in, ball 1. Good job there by Mayberry. To block that pitch as it bounced on the turf on the inside. But that kept Jenna down there at first base. So 1-0 the count. Kinsley back in, ready to go. And here is Lujan with the pitch. Oh, and that hitter. So hit by pitch, puts 2 base runners on the base paths for the Bulldogs. With 1 out, and Kinsey Carlo coming to the plate. Kinsey batting 4th in the lineup, playing shortstop as usual for the Bulldogs. She takes a look at Coach, gets her sign, now steps in ready to go. Lujan Well, she's actually looking over before she steps on the plate. Her and the catcher both get the signal from the dugout. Maddie Mayberry sets up on the inside. Here's the pitch. That is inside, ball 1.
Here's the pitch. That is inside, ball 1.
So Carlo back ready to go again. Lujan looking over to the dugout. She has her sign. Here's the 1-0.
Here's the 1-0.
Swing and a miss. She may have fouled that actually.
Swing and a miss.
Fouled it straight down. So 1-1 now the count. Bulldogs with a runner in scoring position at second and another runner down at first with only 1 out. Arlo looking to hit it hard somewhere. Lujan ready to go. Here's the line in the pitch. Swung on. It's a pop fly, shallow. Center field, and the center fielder will get there and make the play. So that's Bandit coming in hard, and she makes the play, and now 2 down on the pop fly. Coming to the plate for the Bulldogs is the batter in the 5th position, first baseman, number 24, Caden Apodaca. Really, any of these batters for the Bulldogs could go deep anytime. But Apodaca, I think, led the team last year, was tied for the lead with home runs. I think her and Perseus Aguilar had the lead in that category. So with this wind blowing out as hard as it is out to right center field, wouldn't surprise me. Here's the pitch, high, ball 1. Whitmire got a big jump off over there at second base, so the catcher Mayberry stepped out to make sure she was willing to go back, which she did. 1-0 count to Caden. On deck is Michaela Lujan, and in the hole is Zoe Warren for the Lady Bulldogs. They try to get a run across here with 2 down. Swung on, that's a high, deep fly ball. Well, not as deep as I thought. Right left fielder will come up and make the play. And that is out number 3, so the Lady Bulldogs get on board, but no runs across. And actually, I don't even think they got it. Yeah, they got 1 hit. There was no errors. 2 runners left on base. And we'll go into the bottom of the first inning with Banda, Massey, and Mayberry coming to the plate for the Rams.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center is now open from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Located in the historic Ward Morehouse, the Artesia Museum and Art Center offers information on local and area history. The art annex next door features rotating exhibits such as local art shows and temporary in-house displays. For event schedule and upcoming social exhibits, visit their website, artesianm.gov/museum, or call 575-748-2390. The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center, 505 Richardson in downtown Artesia.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
Welcome back here to KSBT Radio and KSBTTV.com. Jody Hodling here on the show for Talis, of the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, being hosted at the new ballpark here at Talis High School. And we see that there's an echo in our system. We're trying to figure out what might be causing that. Hopefully we figure that out and can fix it. All right, stepping in from the left side to lead off for the Rams is Miley Banda. Steps in on the left side, and the pitcher for the Bulldogs, Maddie Martinez. First pitch is outside, ball 1. So Zoe Warren out left and Haley Tucker in right with Kenna Morrison in center field. Artesia Aguilar catching Maddie Martinez. Kinsley Rodriguez, Kenzie Carlo, Michaela Lujan, and Kaden Apodaca, third to first. Here's the pitch. And that is ball 2, down low. Type in and ask. If it's better, type in and ask. All right, here's pitch number 3, and that's too far outside. So 3 straight here for Maddie to lead things off. To Banda, who's at the plate. 3-0 the count. Bulldogs playing fairly shallow out in the outfield, and center fielder is shifted over. Morrison, here's the pitch. That's going to be called strike 1. So 3-1 now to Banda. As Maddie steps back on. And 3-1. Swung on, little bloop, and that's going to be a base hit out into center field. Coming on hard was Morrison. She catches it on the first bounce, but the lead-off single gives the Rams a base runner. And to the plate comes number 6, Skylar Massey. She'll step in on the right side and stepping out. From behind the plate was Perseus. Said something to her pitcher. Now she's back behind the plate ready to go. Massey in on the right side, runner down at first base, and nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. She's going to square the bunt. That pitch called strike 1, caught the outside corner. So 0-1 count. She pulled back the bunt, but it was called a strike. So Massey back in. So again, she squares the bunt, and she does bunt it down. And that's a perfect bunt. That's going to be an infield single. Martinez couldn't get to it. It got by her, and she was covering the right side toward first base, her left. And coming up was Kinsley Rodriguez from third base, and the ball was bunted perfectly. So an infield single on the bunt. Put runners at first and second. And I see Gene working on our sound. Hopefully we'll figure this out. I don't know what to do. I turned some stuff down on my equipment, but maybe didn't fix it. All right, set at the plate now. Batting third is Addison Mayberry. First pitch she sees, a big cut and a miss for strike one. She steps back in, 0-1 the count. Martinez back onto the pitcher's plate and the pitch. Ball one, 1-1 now to Mayberry. On deck is Analia Lujan, the pitcher, and in the hole, Dossie Cordova, the first baseman. Nobody out, runners at first and second. Matty Martinez back into the circle and on the pitcher's plate, the pitch. Elder swing, ball two, too far outside, so 2-1 now to Mayberry. Mayberry back in, ready to go. Martinez with the 2-1. Caught the inside corner, call strike two, so 2-2 now the count to the cleanup batter, the catcher, Addison Mayberry. Bulldogs looking to turn a double play. And Martinez ready to go. Wind and the 2-2. High and tight for ball three. So a full count now for Mayberry. We're in the bottom of the first if you're just joining us. We're in Portales, New Mexico at their new ballpark here at the high school. And the count is full with two runners on base, first and second, nobody out. Swing, and that's a high pop fly off to the left side. That will get out of play for just a foul ball strike, and the count remains full. Umpire hands Perseus a new softball, and she'll give it to Martinez. Wind still blowing hard out to right field, center and right field here as the American and New Mexico state flags basically straightaway center. Martinez ready to go. Here's the full count. Swung on, that's hit deep to center field, and that ball is gone. That's a 3-run shot, caught the wind and may have been out of here anyway. So Portales with nobody out leads the Bulldogs 3-0. On a 3-2 full count pitch, the cleanup batter did her job. They're not called cleanup for no reason. She cleaned off the base paths, and now the umpire is coming in to talk about something, and they're going to call somebody out.
Number 15.
Now they're just talking. I thought I saw him raise his right hand like he was calling somebody out, but I don't know what it would have been. It was a home run. So 3-0. We're in the bottom of the first. Nobody out. Portales gets their first two base runners on. And then their cleanup batter. Actually, she was batting third. This is their cleanup batter coming up now. I've been saying that, but I was looking at my scorebook wrong. Cleanup batter is the pitcher, number 15, Analia Lujan, and she's stepping in now. So it was the number 3 batter in the lineup, Addison Mayberry, that got the 3-run shot. Okay, so now the cleanup batter steps in with the base paths clean in front of her.
Batter steps in with the base paths
And
clean
Matt
in front of
Martinez
her.
steps back onto the pitcher's plate.
And Matt
here's the
Martinez
first
steps
pitch.
back onto the pitcher's plate, and here's the first pitch.
A little bit wide, ball one.
A little bit wide, ball one.
So again, Lujan steps in on the right side.
So again, Lujan
Martinez
steps in
with
on the
the
right
1-0.
side. Martinez
Swing,
with
and
the
she
1-0.
pounded it, but foul down the
Swing,
left
and she
field
pounded
side.
it, but foul down the
For
left
strike one.
field side.
1-1 now the count. Another ball
For
comes
strike
in from the
1-1 now.
umpire.
Another ball comes in from the umpire.
Lujan steps back in. Cordova on deck and Acosta
Lujan steps
in the
back
hole
in.
for the
Cordova
Rams.
on deck and Acosta in the hole for
Here's
the
the
Rams.
wind and the pitch.
Here's the wind
Swing and a
and the
miss.
pitch.
Got her on a Might have been a curve, might have been a change-up, but definitely changed speed.
Might have been a curve, might have been
so
a
that
change.
is strike
Definitely
2, 1 and
changed
2 now the
speed.
count.
So that is strike 2,
To
1 and
Lujan.
2 now the count to Lujan.
She's right back in there. Artesia setting up on the
She's right back in there. Artesia
outside
setting
edge.
up on the
Here's the pitch.
outside
Swing and a miss,
edge.
and she got her swing.
Here's
You got
the
her to
pitch.
chase one.
Swing and a miss, and she
And
got
that
her
is
swing,
out
got her to chase
number
one.
1 here in the inning.
And that is out number
So
1
to
in
the plate
inning.
comes number 11.
So to the plate.
Dawson Cordova, the first baseman for the
Dawson
Rams.
Cordova.
She trots down and talks to her base coach at third. Make sure she's got the right signs.
Make sure she's
Understand
got
that
the
she'll
right
look at her
signs.
wristband if she gets
She'll
new
look at her
signs.
Wristband if she gets new signs.
She'll step on the right side, face Maddie for the first time
Step
through
on the
today.
right side, face Maddie for the first time through today.
And the windup and the pitch.
And the
High,
windup and the
ball
pitch.
1. On
High,
deck is
ball
number
1.
12, second baseman
On deck
Anetsi
is number
Acosta.
12, second baseman.
And in the holes, the
Anetsi
third baseman,
Acosta.
number 21,
And in the
Amaya
holes, the third
Lujan.
baseman, number 21, Amaya
Rams.
Lujan. For the Rams.
The wind and the pitch.
The wind and the pitch.
Just a little bit wide, too far outside, ball 2.
Just a little
2
bit
and 0,
wide, too
now
far
to
outside,
Cordova.
ball 2. 2-0, now to Cordova.
And Cordova takes a step out, now back in.
And Cordova
Artesia
takes a
slipping
step
over
out,
the
now
dugout.
back in.
Giving her sign to
Artesia
Maddie,
slipping
and
over the
Maddie's on the
dugout.
plate ready to
Giving
go.
her sign to Maddie, and Maddie's
Here's
on
the
the
2-0.
plate ready to go. Here's the 2-0.
Called strike 1, caught the outside
Called
edge
strike
of the
1,
plate.
caught the outside
So 2-1
edge of the plate. So 2-1,
the count.
the count.
Wind shifted a little bit. Boy, it was blowing straight out to center
Wind
field. Now
shifted
it
a little
is.
bit. Boy, it was going straight out to center field. Now it is.
Just a straight out wind. Here's the wind in the
Just a straight
2-1.
out
Swinging and a miss.
wind.
Change
Here's the
up.
wind in the 2-1. Swinging and a miss.
And that is
Change
strike
up.
2. So 2 and 2 now.
And that is strike
to
2. So 2
Cordova.
and 2 now to Cordova.
She adjusts her helmet and gets ready to step back in.
She adjusts her helmet and gets
Good
ready to
crowd
step
here
back
for
in.
Portales, and Artesia brought
Good
about
crowd
their
here
crowd
for
as usual.
Portales, and Artesia brought about their crowd as usual.
Aguilar gives the sign. Here's the wind
Aguilar
and the
gives the
pitch.
sign.
A little bit low
Here's
and
the wind
outside,
and the
ball
pitch.
3. So another full
A little
count
bit low
here.
and outside, ball
As the
3. So
Portales
another
has been
full
doing a
count
good
here.
job working these
As
counts.
the Portales has been doing a good job
I
working
think
these
this is the
counts.
third out of 5 batters that's had a full
This is
count.
the third out of 5
Artesia
batters
setting
that's had
up
a
on
full
the
count.
outside edge is here to give him
Artesia
the
staying
sign
up
to
on the
Maddie.
outside edge is here to
And
give
here's
him
the
the
full
sign
count.
to Maddie.
And that's
And here's the full count.
called strike 3.
And that's
so strikeout.
Called strike 3.
Looking
So
this time,
strikeout.
and that is out number 2.
Looking this time, and that is out number 2.
Dallas has a big, nice press box, 2 sides
Dallas
to
has
it.
a big, nice
But
press
the
box,
windows
2
down,
sides.
so I can't hear. The umpire
The windows down, so I can't hear.
watching
The
his
umpire is he'll
body
watching
movement from the
his
back, and I think I know when he's saying strike, but
body
he puts his
movement from
hands
the
up,
back, and I
his
think I
hand
know
up
when
on
he's saying
strike
but he puts his hands up
a little bit
his hand
after
up
he
on
says
strike
it, but we can't hear him.
a little
So.
bit after he says it.
All right, here's the next batter, the first pitch, right down the middle, called strike
next
1.
batter, first pitch, right down the
To
middle,
Anetsi
called strike
Acosta.
1.
She's the second baseman for the
To
Rams.
Anetsi
Where's number
Acosta.
12
She's
on
the
her
second
white jersey?
baseman for the Rams. Where's number 12 on
Back
her white
in,
jersey?
ready to go. Aguilar giving the sign to
Back
Maddie,
in,
and
ready
here's
to go.
the
Aguilar giving
0-1.
the sign to Maddie, and here's the 0-1.
That one a little bit high, ball 1. 1-1 now the count.
That one a little bit high.
Amaya
ball
Lujan, the
one.
third
1-1
baseman
now
on
the
deck,
count.
and then the
Amaya
DP,
Lujan, the third
number
baseman
4,
on
Ruth
deck, and then
Espinoza.
the DP,
in
number
the
4,
hole, number
Ruth
8 hitter.
Espinoza, in the hole, the number 8 hitter.
Wind and the pitch. That's high and away, ball 2.
Wind and the pitch. That's high and
2-1
away,
now
ball
the count.
2.
To Acosta.
2-1 now the count to Acosta.
Again, Martinez hits her sign. Here's the
Again,
2-1.
Martinez hits her sign. Here's
Swinging
the
and a foul
2-1.
tip back for strike 2. 2
Swinging
and 2
and a
now
foul
to
tip
Acosta.
back for strike 2. 2-2 now to Acosta.
Out in right field, Tucker playing pretty shallow.
Out right
They're playing
field,
a little deeper out in
Tucker
center and
playing
left,
pretty
but not,
shallow. They're playing a little
not
deeper
real
out center
deep.
and left, but not real deep.
2-2 the count, 2 down. Portales leading
2-2
3-0.
the count,
We're
2
in the
down.
bottom of the first
Portales
inning here
leading
in
3-0. We're in the bottom of
Here's
the
the
first
wind
inning.
and pitch.
Portales.
That's going to be called
Here's
strike
the wind
3.
and pitch.
So she'll
That's
strike
gonna be
out the
called strike
side. That
three.
will strike out looking.
She'll strike out the
But
side.
Portales
That will
does some
strike out
damage. They
looking.
get 3 hits,
But
3
Portales does
runs
some
off of
damage.
those
They
3
get
hits.
3
with a
hits,
big
3 runs
home
off
run
those
after
3
back-to-back
hits.
singles to lead the game off.
Home run after
There
back-to-back
was no
singles
Bulldog
to lead
errors,
the
and they leave nobody on base. The Rams coming up for the Bulldogs will be Michaela Lujan, followed by Zoe Warren and Maddie Martinez. 3-0 Portales, top of the second coming at you.
3-0 Portales, top of the second coming at you.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
Spring into the season with a great rate at Artesia Credit Union. With their Share Certificate Special, get an unbelievable 5.50% APR with a 12-month term on any new deposit $5,000 and over. It's easy to watch your money grow when you plant it at Artesia Credit Union. And with a rate as high as 5.50%, you can watch it grow like never before. This high rate on a 12-month term is for new deposits only with a minimum of $5,000. Learn how to spring into savings at Artesia Credit Union, 210 North 5th Street in Artesia. Member NCUA.
Welcome back, softball fans. We go into the top of the second inning.
Welcome back, softball fans. We go into the top of the second inning. Leading off for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs will be number 9, Michaela Lujan.
Will step in on the right side.
Kayla will step in on the right side
to face the pitcher for the first time this evening. Down 3-0 or the Bulldogs.
Down 3-0 or the Bulldogs. If you're just joining us, we're here in the top of the second inning in
Wind in the pitch. Looks like it's right down the middle. Called.
Wind in the pitch.
Strike
Looks
one.
like it's right down the middle. Called. Strike one.
Analia Lujan.
The pitcher.
Skylar Massey in left. Miley Banda in center. And Maria Lujan in right.
in center and Maria Lujan in right.
Analia gets her sign.
Analia gets her sign.
Here's the wind and the 0-1. High.
Here's the wind and the 0-1. High. Ball 1. 1-1 now.
Amaya Lujan at third. Angel
Amaya Lujan at third.
Anetsi Acosta at second.
Short.
Anetsi
Acosta at second. And Dossie Cordova.
At first base with Addison Mayberry catching.
At first base with Addison Mayberry catching.
4 Luhans on the field right now. 1 for the Bulldogs and 3.
4 Luhans on the field right now. 1 for the Bulldogs and 3.
As Mayberry sits up on the outside corner, here's the pitch.
As Mayberry sits up on the outside
That's
corner,
called
here's the
strike
pitch.
2, hit the spot.
That's called strike 2, hit the spot. Did
So
Lujan.
Michaela will have to shorten up here, 1-2 the count.
So Michaela will have to shorten up here, 1-2 the count.
She looks to lead off here with a base hit.
She looks to lead off here with a base hit.
Got to get some runners on board to get back these runs.
Got to get some runners on board to get back these runs. That pitch is high.
Now
so
Michaela.
Ball 2, 2-2.
Zoe Warren on deck and Maddie Martinez in the hole for the Bulldogs.
Zoe Warren on deck and Maddie Martinez in the hole for the Bulldogs.
We're on 6, 7, 8 hitters here to start things off in the second.
6, 7, 8 hitters here to start things off
Wind
in the
still
second.
blowing out.
Wind still blowing out.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off and out of play to the
Pitch
right side.
swung
Actually
on,
hit the
fouled
top
off and out of play to the
chain
right side.
link,
Actually,
so
hit
foul
the
ball
top
strike
of
keeps the count at 2-2.
chain link. So a foul ball strike keeps the count at 2-2.
So Lujan will step back in. And Leah Lujan with the wind and the pitch.
And
Down low,
Lujan
bounced
with
it
the
up there.
wind and the pitch.
That's ball 3. I've
Down
got
low, bounced it up there.
on
In
the
fact, that's ball 3. I've got
scoreboard. They got 2
count
and
up on
2,
the
so I may have it wrong.
scoreboard. They got 2
Umpire, I
and
can't
2,
see
so I
the-
may have it wrong.
He pointed.
Umpire, I
He
can't
put his
see the-
hands up. He had the one hand
He pointed.
that
He
shows
put his
balls
hands up.
behind
He
in
had
front
the
of his
one
face.
hand
I
that shows
couldn't see it.
balls behind in front of his face. I couldn't see it.
Maybe it is 2 and 2. Here's
So
the
maybe it is
pitch.
2 and 2.
Swing and a miss.
Here's the pitch.
Foul tip
Swing
into
and
the
a miss.
glove, and that is strike 3.
Foul tip into the glove, and that is strike 3.
And out number 1. So Zoe Warren will come to the plate,
And out
number
number
13,
1.
playing out
So
in left
Zoe
field.
Warren will come to the plate, number
Batting
13,
in the 7
playing out in
hole.
left
She'll
field.
step in to try to get something
Batting
going
in the
for the Lady
7 hole,
Bulldogs.
she'll step in to try to get something going for the
Got
Lady
2
Bulldogs.
runners on board and left them there.
Got 2 runners on board and left them
And
there.
now with 1 out,
in the top
looking
of
for
the
the first
first.
base runner here.
And
in
now
the
with
top
1
of the
out,
second.
looking for their first base runner here in the top of the second.
Here's the wind and the pitch from Lujan. Swing, it's a
Here's
ground
the wind and
ball
the pitch
to
from
the
Lujan.
shortstop. She feels
Swing,
it
it's a
cleanly,
ground
fires
ball
at the first,
to the
and that is
shortstop.
out.
She feels it
Number
cleanly,
2
fires at the first, and
on
that
the
is out.
6-3 ground
Number
out.
2
So
on
2
the
down now
6-3
for
ground out.
Artesia.
So 2 down now for Artesia.
As Maddie Martinez, the pitcher, will come to the plate. And she'll
As
try
Maddie
to get something
Martinez,
going
the
here to
pitcher,
help
will
her
come
own
to the
cause.
plate, and she'll try to get something going
See if
here
the
to help her
Bulldogs
own
can get a
cause.
2-out rally going.
See if the Bulldogs can get a 2-out rally going.
Martinez steps in, Lujan looking over to her dugout to
Martinez
get the sign.
steps in, Lujan looking
As
over to her
is
dugout
Mayberry.
to
So they
get the
both
sign.
look,
As
they look
is
down at
Mayberry.
their
So they both look.
wristbands, and now
And
they
they
know
look
what's
down at
coming.
their wristbands, and now
Here's
they know
the
what's
wind and the
coming.
pitch. Swung on.
Here's
a
the
little
wind
blooper
and
over
the
the right
pitch.
side. Second baseman.
Swung on.
Flip
It's a
it
little
to the
blooper
first
over the right
baseman.
side. Second baseman.
And a quick
Flip it to the
1-2-3
first
for the
baseman.
Bulldogs.
And a quick
As they go down
1-2-3 for the
1-2-3.
Bulldogs.
That was 4-3
As they
on the
go
put out.
down
No
1-2-3.
runs, no
That
hits,
was
no
4-3
errors, and
on the
nobody
put
left
out.
on
No
base.
runs, no hits, no
Going into
errors,
the bottom
and
of the
nobody
second,
left on
Portales
base.
3, Artesia
Going into the bottom of the
0. We'll be
second,
back.
Portales 3, Artesia 0. We'll be back.
Pressure Services LLC in Artesia has immediate openings for experienced vacuum truck, kill truck, and hydrovac operators. Operators must hold a Class A CDL or Class D CDL, at least 2 years of experience, and be at least 25 years of age. All positions require a clean driving record and must be able to pass a DOT drug and alcohol screen. Pressure Services offers great pay with IRA benefits and employer contributions toward health benefits. Please apply in person at 402 West Main in Artesia, inside the Ed Safety Facility. Equal opportunity
The Artesia
employer.
Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
Number 24, Amaya Lujan.
Okay, we're going in the bottom of the second inning. And
Okay, we're
number
going in the
21,
bottom of the second
Amaya Lujan coming to
inning.
the plate.
And number 21, Amaya Lujan coming to the plate.
For the first time.
Face Maddie Martinez for the
Bulldogs
first time.
go down 1-2-3 in the top of the
Bulldogs
second
go down
inning. You got
1, 2,
2 runners
3
on
in
base in the top of the first, but
second
unable
inning.
to
You
push
got
them
2 runners
through.
on base in the top of the first, but
Here's
unable
the
to
first
push them
pitch.
through.
Called strike one on the
Here's the first
inside corner.
pitch. Called strike one on the inside corner.
So she'll step back in.
So she'll step
On deck
back
is
in.
Ruth Espinoza, and in the hole, the number
On
9
deck
hitter,
is
Maria
Ruth
Lujan.
Espinoza, and in the hole, the number 9 hitter, Maria
Martinez
Lujan.
waiting for her sign. Now she has it.
Martinez waiting
from
for her
Aguilar.
sign. Now she has it from
Here's
Aguilar.
the 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Here's
Strike
the
2.
0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
And the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss.
And the
And
wind
that's strike
and the
3.
pitch. Swing and a miss.
Strikeout
And that's
swing
strike
out
3.
number 1 here in the
Strikeout
bottom of
swing
the
out number
second
1
inning.
here in the bottom of the second
Again, if
inning.
you're just
Again, if you're just joining us, Portales gets 2 singles to lead off the bottom of the first, and then a home run to take the early lead 3-0. The Bulldogs go down 1-2-3 in their half of this inning, and now we're in the bottom of the second inning with Portales number 8 batter DPing number 4 Ruth Espinoza. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Bounce foul off to the right side for strike 1. And the 1-1 from Martinez. Swing, it's ground ball at third base, picking it up. Kinsley throws it over to Caden, and that is out number 2, 5-3 on the ground out. Which will bring the number 9 hitter in the lineup for the Rams, and that's number 1, Maria Lujan, the right fielder, to the plate. So Lujan will step in on the right side to face Martinez for the first time. On deck is the top of the order, Miley Banda. That pitch too far inside, ball 1. And on deck is number 6, Skylar Massey. If they're able to get to those 2 batters. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's called. Strike 1 on the inside corner. 1-1 now the count. Warren, Morrison, Tucker from left to right. Rodriguez, Carlo, Lujan, and Apodaca third to first. Aguilar catching Martinez, and there's your Bulldog defense.
Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2 on looking like maybe a rise ball. So 1-2 now to Maria Lujan. 2 down. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Swing and a miss, and that will be the end of the inning. A strikeout swinging. So they go down 1-2-3. No hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody left on base. Top of the third coming back, and we'll have Haley Tucker leading off with the top of the order, Kenna Morrison and Perseus Aguilar on deck and in the hole. Stay right here.
Cisco Equipment in Artesia is your local dealership for construction equipment, both for rental and purchase. We have a full service department and parts department to provide the equipment, parts, and service you rely on.
With brands like Linkbelt, Hyundai, JCB, XCMG, and more, we want to be your primary choice for all of your equipment, sales, rentals, service, and parts. If you're looking for a specific part, come see us first.
Cisco Equipment carries a solid line of new and used equipment for rent and for sale, including excavators, loaders, telehandlers, backhoes, skidsters, and more. We proudly serve southeastern New Mexico, and we offer multiple locations in Texas so that no matter where your job is, we're here to help you get the job done.
Stop in and see us today at 1706 South 1st Street or give us a call at 575-748-1314.
We look forward to earning your business. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, a proud supporter of your Artesia Bulldogs.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
All right, top of the third inning, and coming to the plate, Haley Tucker will lead things off for the Bulldogs as they try to get some runners on the base path and get them around and score. And Haley will start that off here in the top of the third inning. So Analia Lujan, the pitcher, Addison Mayberry catching for Portales. Lujan, Ornelas Acosta, and Cordova third to first. Massey, Banda, and Lujan left to right, and there's your Portales defense. Here's the first pitch. Bounces it up on the inside, ball 1. On deck is the top of the order center fielder, number 2, Kenna Morrison, and the catcher, number 15, Perseus Aguilar, in the hole for Artesia. Lujan with the wind in the pitch, squared around a bunt, and unable to get the bunt down, strike 1. 1-1 now for Tucker. Portales had their third baseman charging, so pitcher was going to go to the right side towards first base. I say the right side as I'm facing them, her left. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, fouled off, and out of play over to the right side for foul ball, strike, and strike 2. So 1-2 now the count to Tucker. 3-0 Portales. One game tonight. They'll play Portales again, doubleheader at home. There's a swing. It's a ground ball to the left side. It goes off of the third baseman, and going in safely is Tucker. So I don't know. I'll go ahead. It was hard for the third baseman to get to it. We'll call it a single. Of course, I'm not the official book, but I'm calling it a single. So a leadoff single for Haley Tucker. She's at first, and that brings Kenna Morrison to the plate. Kenna is 0 for 1. She line drive right back to Lujan, the pitcher. Her first time up. And Lujan has her sign. The catcher, Mayberry, setting up on the inside half. Here's the wind in the pitch. She's going to square to bunt it. Nice bunt to the right side. The pitcher having a hard time getting there, and she is going to be safe at first base. So similar to what the Portales Rams did. A bunt single over to the right side. The pitcher couldn't quite get to it. And so Bulldogs have runners at first and second. Nobody out. And coming to the plate is the number 2 hitter in the lineup, Perseus Aguilar. And again, I said this earlier, Bulldogs really from top to bottom could go deep at any time. The wind really blowing out here. Perseus, one of the top leaders, one of the top Bulldogs last year in home runs. And she looks at a strike 1 called, caught the upper half of the strike zone. So 0-1 now to Perseus. She's 1 for 1. She singled and was the first lady Bulldog on base tonight in the top of the first. She now has nobody out and runners at first and second. Mayberry sets up on the inner half. Here's the pitch. Swung on, pop fly to the left side, and the third baseman will make the play for out number 1. So coming to the plate will be Kinsley Rodriguez, as both the runners stayed put at first and second. Rodriguez was hit by a pitcher first time through, so she is 0 for 0 as she steps in. But one swing of the bat could tie this ball game up. Here's the wind and the pitch. A little bit high and outside, ball 1. On deck is Kenzie Carlo, and in the hole, Caden Apodaca for Artesia. As the tying run is at the plate, 3-0 Portales here in the top of the third. The wind and the 1-0. Swung on. It's a grounder right back to the pitcher. She turns to first and then back to third and gets the lead out. Good job there by Lujan. So the fielder's choice, 1-5 the play. So runner still on first and second base, and at the plate is the number 4 hitter, Kenzie Carlo. Kenzie is 0 for 1. She flew out to shallow center. Banda came running in and caught it. But try to get a 2-out rally going here. First pitch is swung on and up into the net on the right side. Foul ball, strike 1. On deck is Caden Apodaca, and in the hole, Michaela Lujan. As again, the Bulldogs want to get a 2-out rally going here. 2 down here in the top of the third, and down 3-0. So tying run at the plate. Runners at first and second, and here's the 1-0-1. Too far outside, 1-1 now the count. Kinsey steps back in on the right side. Lujan looking over to the dugout. She now has her sign, and here's the 1-1. Swung, and it's going to go off of the pitcher and going to go to first base in time, and that will be out number 3. So 1-4-3 the play as it goes off of the pitcher into the second baseman's glove, and the Bulldogs again will leave 2 stranded. They get 2 hits, but no runs. There were no Portales errors, and there are 2 runners left on base. 3-0 as we go into the bottom of the third inning with the top of the order at the plate, Miley Banda leading things off.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And now, through June 30th, get 0% APR for 84 months and up to $2,500 off BX23S tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Visit Amigo Machinery, located at 2801 Southeast Main Street, Roswell.
Now is a pretty darn good time to be shopping for a truck. Here at Guy Chevrolet, they have both the GMC Sierra 1500 and the Chevrolet Silverado 1500 truck being offered with only 1.9% financing on approved credit. 1.9% saves you thousands on your payments. Let Guy Chevrolet's friendly staff help you select the Chevy Silverado or GMC Sierra of your dreams and get 1.9% financing while they last. Guy Chevrolet, treating you like family for 99 years on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia.
Bottom of the third inning, and the top of the order for the Rams coming to the plate, Miley Banda. She's 1 for 1, hit a single up the middle her first time through, and then ended up scoring. And she was moved over to second on another base hit, and then a home run by Addison Mayberry. Here's the pitch, a little bit high, ball 1. Bulldogs have Warren, Morrison, and Tucker left to right. Rodriguez, Carlo, Lujan, and Apodaca third to first. Here's the 1-0. Ball 2, just a bit outside to the left-handed batter. And that, of course, thrown by our pitcher, Maddie Martinez, who is being caught by Perseus Aguilar. And so there's your Bulldog defense here in the top of the third, and that is the starting defense as well. Bottom of the third. Here's the 2-0. That's too far outside. Ball 3. So 3-0 now to Banda. On deck is Massey, and in the hole, Mayberry, the number 2 and 3 batters respectively. Martinez gets her sign from Aguilar. Aguilar just going to set up right in the middle. Here's the wind in the pitch, and that's inside. Ball 4, so 4 straight. Puts the leadoff runner down at first base for the Rams. And coming to the plate will be the left fielder, number 6, Skylar Massey. She also 1 for 1. She had a bunt single on basically a perfect bunt to the first base side. Her first time through. And now we're going to have a visit by Coach Polito out to the circle. And so the infield is going to come in, and she's going to come out and talk to her pitcher and the infield, and of course the catcher is making her way out there. And it looks like we're going to have a new pitcher. So coming in will be number 17 for the Bulldogs, and that is Kat Marcus. So she'll come in and relieve Martinez, and we'll go ahead and take a break and let her warm up and see if there's any other changes. So stay right there. Bulldog Softball on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. We'll be back.
Hey, Freddie Sos here with Richland Motors. Are you a Richland brand champion? If you aren't, you should be. Richland brand champions have benefits like half-price oil changes, 100-point safety inspections, free towing, free loaner on availability, and discounts on parts. And it's easy to become a brand champion. Just purchase a new or used vehicle from Richland, and you're in. If you already have a Richland vehicle, then don't miss out on all these benefits and schedule a visit with us today. Come see us at Richland Motors on 2nd and Sycamore in Roswell and become a Richland brand champion today.
Spring has sprung and your friends at Sun Country Homes and Gardens have wet their plants from excitement. Sun Country carries hardy plants grown in and for our region, including landscape shrubs, trees, perennials, xeriscaping, desert plants, annual flowers, bedding plants, seeds, and vegetables too. Inside the iconic red barn, you'll find beautiful home decor, a wide selection of fertilizer, gardening supplies, and the most knowledgeable and welcoming staff in the area. Stop by Sun Country Homes and Gardens, 2707 1st Street in Artesia, and see why Sun Country Homes and Gardens is Southeast New Mexico's premier lawn and garden headquarters.
Okay, Marcus has got her warm-ups in. I think she was over in the pitcher's pen, pitcher's cage, warming up. She's thrown some here, and now she's in the circle on the pitcher's plate, ready to go. Skylar Massey steps in. Nobody out, runner at first base. Here's the pitch. Called, strike 1, caught the outside and upper half of the strike zone. So 0-1 to Massey. On deck is Mayberry, and in the hole, Lujan, and that would be Analia Lujan, the pitcher, batting in the 4-hole. Here's Wine in the pitch. A little bit too far outside, ball 1. 1-1 now to Massey. So the defense stayed the same. Warren, Morrison, Tucker left to right. Rodriguez, Carlo, Lujan, Apodaca, third to first, with Aguilar catching. The only change was Kat Marcus coming in for Maddie Martinez in the circle. Swing and a foul tip back. Strike 2, 1-2 now to Massey. I think I've said it 3 times, but it is just a single header here tonight. As softball this year, instead of playing 4 games, they're playing 3, kind of like baseball. Swing and a foul tip back, so the count remains 1-2. So 1 game at Portales, and then 2 games at Artesia for these 2 clubs. Next year it'll be reversed. There'll be 1 game at Artesia and 2 at Portales. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is throw down, not in time. That's strike 3 and 1 out. Perseus is giggling because she normally she whips it down there to first base, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if she lost the handle on the ball or what, but it kind of was a slow little throw down there, and she was grinning from ear to ear. So whatever happened, it wasn't her normal whip down to first. All right, so Mayberry turning like she's going to bunt it, now pulls it back. Fouls it back, and that's going to be just against the edge of the fence here for a foul ball, strike 1. Aguilar had come up out of her stance and went to get it, but unable to. Also coming in was Kinsley Rodriguez from third. My cameraman's making faces at me. And it's not Bradley this time. It's my lovely wife, Pamela. All right, here's the wind and the pitch from Marcus. Square to bunt and bunts it foul straight back for strike 2. So a pair of foul balls puts Mayberry 0-2. On deck is Analia Lujan, and in the hole, Dossie Cordova for the Rams with one out here in the bottom of the third inning, and the Rams leading 3-0. Runner down at first is Miley Banda, the leadoff batter, center fielder for the Rams. Here's the pitch. A little bit low and outside, ball 1. 1-2 now to Mayberry. So Mayberry steps back in after taking a couple of practice cuts. The 1-2 from Marcus. Swing and a ground ball right back to, oh, she turned and threw it to first. Forgot about the double play, but she got the sure out at first base. So 1-3 on the fielder's choice. And that does move the runner over to second base. So runner at second is Banda, and at the plate, number 15, batting in the 4-hole, Analia Lujan, the pitcher for the Rams. As she steps in, she's 0 for 1. She struck out swinging her first time, but now facing Marquez for the first time. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1. Caught that outside edge and in the upper half of the zone. 0-1 the count. Bottom of the third inning, 3-0 Portales. Wind in the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Lujan. On deck is the first baseman, number 11, Dossie Cordova. And in the hole, the second baseman, number 12, Anetsi Acosta. With 2 down, Portales trying to get a 2-out rally going. Mark is looking not to let that happen as she steps onto the pitcher's plate, and the 0-2. Swing and a miss. She got her to chase. And that is strikeout swinging and out number 3. So the Portales Rams get no hits, no runs, no Bulldog errors, and 1 runner left on base. Coming to the plate for the Bulldogs, first baseman Caden Apodaca when we come back. 3-0, Portales, bottom of the 4th. Top of the 4th, sorry.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Sandy Stockton is right here in Artesia to help you select the right protection at the right price. Sandy will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Sandy Stockton, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company, here to announce that our geraniums are ready. So now the great debate begins. Are they pink or are they raspberry sorbet? Are they orange or are they Caribbean coral? Well, whatever you call them, they're the prettiest geraniums anywhere. We raise them in our own greenhouse, then send them home with you to brighten up the world. So come get yours now while the selection is best. Don't worry about the silly names.
I heard that.
Yes, dear. Coming, dear. Right away, dear. Of course, you're right.
I'm so broke, I can't. Oh. Well, welcome back here to Portales, New Mexico. Joby Hodling with KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. I don't think I talked about it yet, but we're on Facebook and YouTube well, so wherever you're watching and listening, we thank you for being there. Good crowd here for Portales, in Portales, and a good crowd here for the Bulldogs as well, as we're going into the top of the 4th inning, not the bottom, the top of the 4th inning, and Caden Apodaca coming to the plate. Caden 0 for 1. She flew out to shallow left field. The ball, when she first hit it, I thought it was a lot deeper than it was. It's just a shallow out to left field for the old can of corn. You don't know what the can of corn means, Pam? I'll tell you after this. Here's the wind in the pitch. Strike 1 called. Caught the outside corner. On deck is Michaela Lujan, and in the hole Zoe Warren for the Bulldogs. Top of 4, 3-0. Some famous baseball announcer made that can of corn. There's a swing and a miss. Big cut for Apodaca because she comes up empty. So strike 2. So in the grocery store, they used to have to reach up, and they weren't tall enough. They could tip, 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 and the can of corn would fall off, and they'd catch it. So that's why it's called the old can of corn. Just to pop fly out the outfield. All right, here's the 0-2. That was down and in. Called the ball. Boy, Mayberry thought it was a strike. She dropped it, and so she was coming up looking to throw it down or to tag, but it was called a ball. So 1-2 now the count to Caden. Wind still blowing out to right center field. Pretty strong. Here's the wind in the pitch. High and away. Ball 2. But I'll say this. I was going back out to the vehicle to get a Pam's drink for her because I'm very thoughtful like that before the game. And the gatekeeper told me, she said, boy, that cloud that was over the sun just went away. And I said, yeah, but she goes, but at least, here's the pitch. High. Ball 3. She said, at least there's not dirt blowing. So this nice new infield, of course, and outfield is turf, and so there's no dirt blowing. Beautiful field here at Portales. Full count now to Caden. She steps back in on the right side. Lujan gets her sign from the dugout, and now she's ready to go. Mayberry sets up right in the middle. Here's the pitch. High, and that's ball 4, so a leadoff walk for the Bulldogs will bring to the plate number 9, Michaela Lujan. She is 0 for 1. As the foul ball was caught for her first at-bat. There's a little popper in foul territory. All right, here's the wind in the pitch. She's going to square to bunt it. She bunts it, but foul on the right side for strike 1. As Apodaca was off and running with the bunt. Trying to play a little small ball here and get some runners in scoring position are the Bulldogs. So far, they've left 4 runners on base. No runs. They've had 3 hits, but and there's been no Portales errors, but they've left 4 stranded, so they're trying not to do that this inning. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a foul tip straight back for strike 2 on Lujan. On deck is Zoe Warren, and in the hole will be, I think, our new pitcher, Marcus. Because that's where Maddie was batting. So 0-2 the count, runner at first base, nobody out. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Mayberry sets up on the outside edge. Here's the pitch. There's a little looper in the infield. It's going to get out of the infield for a single. And so the Bulldogs now with 2 runners on the base paths once again. They did it in the 1st and the 3rd. And now here in the 4th, nobody out. And to the plate comes Zoe Warren, the left fielder. She is 0 for 1. She grounded out to the shortstop her first time through. As the pitcher, Analia Lujan, still looking. Now she has her sign from her dugout. Wind and the pitch. She's going to square to bunt, but it's up high for ball 1. On deck is Kat Marcus, and in the hole, Haley Tucker. We're in our 7, 8, 9 batters here. But the Bulldogs have the tying run at the plate with nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning. It's 3-0 Portales. Mayberry once again sets up on the outer edge. Here's the pitch. She's going to square to bunt. It's high for ball 2 to Zoe. So 2-0 the count. Everybody will reset. And again, Portales playing pretty shallow. If the Bulldogs start hitting like they can, they'll be getting it out of over the head of the outfielders, especially with the wind blowing out. Here's the pitch. That's called strike 1 on the inside half. So 2-1 now to Warren. Massey in left, Maria Lujan in right, and Banda in center field. Amaya Lujan at 3rd, Dossie Cordova at 1st, Ornalis and Acosta up the middle, Addison Mayberry catching, and Analia Lujan in the circle. Here's the 2-1. Again, square to bunt. She bunts it right to the pitcher, and they get the lead off, or the lead runner. It's a good job there by Lujan as she turns and goes fielder's choice to third base. So 1-3 the put out, and that's out number 1. And to the plate. Comes our new pitcher, Marcus. Wears number 17 on her jersey. She steps in for the first time this evening with runners at first and second. And the pitch, called, strike 1. On deck is number 1, right fielder Haley Tucker, and then we're back to the top of the order as the center fielder, number 2, Kenna Morrison, is in the hole. With 1 out, the Bulldogs still have the tying run at the plate. The pitch swung on. It's a ground ball right to the first baseman. She touches first, and that is out. Number 2, it does advance the runners over, but a ground out right to the first baseman for out number 2. So again, the Bulldogs try to get a 2-out rally going here as they have Warren at second and Lujan at third with Haley Tucker at the plate. She's 1 for 1. She singled her first time through on an infield single. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Single here would score at least 1, but possibly 2 if it gets out of the infield. Her first one was between third and first. Third baseman made an attempt at it, and it went off her glove, and I counted it as a base hit. Here's the pitch. That's high and away, and she checked her swing, so ball 1. 1-1 now to Haley. On deck is Kenna Morrison, and in the hole, Perseus Aguilar. Bulldogs need to get these runs across and get this game tied or take the lead as we're in the top of the 4th with 2 runners in scoring position, but 2 outs here for the Rams. Tucker ready to go, the 1-1. Swung on. That's a base hit into right field, and 1 run will score, and then coming home, and they're going to cut it off, so 2 runs come across, a 2-out single and 2 RBIs for Haley Tucker. Nice piece of hitting there as it got between first and second base, and the Bulldogs now within 1, and the tying run down at first with Kenna Morrison, the top of the order, stepping in. Kenna's 1 for 2. She got on a bunt, and she grounded or hit a line drive right back to the pitcher her first time through, and then had a bunt single. So 3-2 now for Tallis here in the top of the 4th. Mayberry sets up on the inner third. Here's the pitch swung on. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. She'll pick it up, toss it to second base, and that'll be out number 3 on the 6-4 ground out. But Artesia does some damage as they get on the board here with 2 hits, 2 runs scored. There were no Ram errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. As we go into the bottom of the 4th inning, it's Portales 3, Artesia 2, with Cordova, Acosta, and Lujan coming to the plate.
Once again, the best-selling truck in America for the 47th consecutive year is Ford F-150. Nobody sells more trucks than Ford, and nobody has a better selection of new and certified pre-owned Ford trucks than Artesia Ford Sales. Our inventory of Ford F-150 trucks has never been better. Plus, Artesia Ford has a great selection of new and certified pre-owned SUVs like Explorer and Expedition. Find out why Ford F-150 is the best-selling truck in America for yourself. Stop by Artesia Ford Sales today or visit artesiaford.com.
Come on, let's have one more.
No, I'm good. And you are too. I called Tommy for a safe ride home.
Don't get hammered. Stay out of the slammer. Never drink, then drive.
This message from the Eddy County DWI program.
All right, we're back here. 3-2 the score going into the bottom of the 4th inning as Portales bringing to the plate number 11, Dossie Cordova. She's 0 for 1. She struck out swinging her first, or looking her first time through, but she'll be facing Kat Marcus for the first time. On deck is Anetsi Acosta, and in the hole, Amaya Lujan for the Rams. Marcus ready to go. Here's the wind in the first pitch. Called. Strike. Oh, nope. Called the ball a little high, I guess. Was in that position that is close to a strike, but maybe a little bit high, so 1-0 the count. Again, Mark is ready to go. Here's the 1-0. And that's too high and outside for ball 2. Out in right field is Tucker and left is Warren. Up the middle and center is Morrison. Aguilar catching and Marquez pitching. Rodriguez at third, Apodaca at first, Carlo at short, and Lujan at second. There's your Bulldog defense. Winding the pitch right down the middle, called strike 1. 2-1 now to Cordova. On deck is Anetsi Acosta, and in the hole of Maya Lujan. I may have already said that. I don't remember. Here's the wind in the pitch. Down and in, ball 3. So 3-1 now to Cordova. Bulldog defense playing straight away, except for out in center. Morrison shaded over to the left field side, but I think just to see around the pitcher. Get a better shot of the home plate. Here's the wind in the 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Full count now for Cordova. Lady Bulldogs looking to, get a win here against Portales. They're 1-2 in district. Portales 0-3. So Portales wanting to get their first victory in District 4 4A. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. She got her. And that is out number 1 on the strikeout swinging. In Roswell, Gene Dow calling that ball game. Goddard and Lovington, our district. It's the top of the 5th, 5-2. Lovington with the lead there in Goddard, in Roswell. 3-2 here, top or bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch, right down the middle, called strike 1 to Acosta. On deck, Amaya Lujan, and in the hole, Ruth Espinosa, the DP for the Rams. Acosta 0 for 1. She struck out looking her first time through, and she's facing Kat Marcus, I think, for the first time. Here's the pitch. Called strike 2. Caught that outside edge on that upper end of the strike zone. As Marcus ready to go, and the pitch. Just missed away, ball 1. So 1-2. Perseus getting the sign out there, and let's see where she sets up. Looks like on the outer half. Here's the pitch. Bounces it up there for ball 2. So 2-2 now to Acosta. Did I already give the defense this inning? Pam doesn't know. She said, I don't listen to you. Thanks for your help. Here's the pitch. That's ball 3. It missed away. So full count now to Acosta. I think I gave it, but I'm going to give it again. Zoe Warren out in left, Kenna Morrison in center, and Haley Tucker in right. Kinsley Rodriguez at third, Mackenzie Carlo at short, Michaela Lujan at second, and Caden Apodaca at first. Here's the full count. Swing and a miss. She got her, and that's out number 2 on the strikeout swinging. And the pitcher that just got that strikeout number 2, Kat Marcus, and then behind the plate, Perseus Aguilar. So if I didn't tell you the defense when we started the bottom of the 4th, I just did. May have told it twice, but my camera person, who happens to be 5 inches from me, is not listening to me. She's not that close, but she's pretty close. All right, so 2 down now, bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1 to Amaya Lujan. She's 0 for 1. She struck out swinging her first time through, and now she takes a long look down to her third base coach to get her sign or encouragement. Ruth Espinosa on deck, and Maria Lujan in the hole for the Rams. Swing and a ground ball. Good play there by the third baseman, Kinsley Rodriguez, as she goes hard to her left, fields it, fires it across, and that is a ground out and out. Number 3, 5-3, the put out. So no hits, no runs, no Bulldog errors, and nobody left on base. We're going to the top of the 5 with the Bulldogs down by 1, 3-2. And coming to the plate, the number 2 hitter in the lineup, Perseus Aguilar. Stay right there.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Welcome back as we go into the top of the fifth inning. The Artesia Bulldogs down to Portales 3-2. But Perseus Aguilar coming to the plate to try to turn that. As the Bulldogs have left so far 5 runners on base. They've gotten 2 across off of 5 hits. Portales has had 3 hits and 3 runs. And they've left 1 runner on base through 4 innings. And here we are on the top of the 5th. And the pitcher, Lujan, with the first pitch to Aguilar. Low, ball 1. Perseus is 1 for 2. She singled her first time through and then flew out her second time. On deck for the Bulldogs is the third baseman, Kinsley Rodriguez. And in the hole, the cleanup batter and shortstop, Kinsey Carlo. At pitch, inside, ball 2. 2-0 the count. It's 9-2 Lovington now in the middle of the 5th. There at Goddard, the other half of our district, Goddard and Lovington. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be hit out to left field for a base hit. Oh, and it gets by the left fielder. It goes through her glove, so Perseus never slowed down. She's rounding second, going into third base, and she will stay right there for a leadoff triple. As that ball bounced over the third base or the shortstop's head, the left fielder's head. Again, my wife laughing at me. I asked her if she wanted to call. She said no. All right, so the tying run just 60 feet away with nobody out, and coming in to run for her will be Jenna Whitmire, coming into courtesy run for the catcher, Perseus Aguilar. So Jenna, standing 60 feet away and to the plate, steps up Kinsley Rodriguez, the third baseman. She's 0 for 1. She was hit by a pitch her first time through, but then hit into a fielder's choice her second time. Lujan back in the circle. Here's the wind and the pitch. Down low and away. Good job there by Addison Mayberry to keep that ball from getting to the screen. She caught it off the bounce over on the right side, or on the left-handed batter box, actually. So ball 1 to Kinsley. On deck is Carlo, and in the hole, Apodaca. Here's the wind and the pitch from Lujan. High, ball 2. Massey, Banda, and Lujan out there in left to right. Lujan, Ornelas, Acosta, and Cordova third to first. Mayberry catching, Analia, Lujan in the circle. For your Portales defense. Mayberry sets up on the inside. Here's the pitch. That's where it was at. It's a pop fly straight up. Mayberry, well, it goes out into the field of play, and catching it is the pitcher, Lujan. That wind kind of blew that ball, and that is out number 1, as it was a straight up pop fly, and then it just faded out and down the first baseline and caught by the pitcher. So 1 down, but the tying run still down at third base. The go-ahead run at the plate. And that is going to be Carlo as she'll step in. She's 0 for 2. She grounded out off the pitcher to the shortstop her second time through. She flew out to shallow center her first time. She scores the bunt. It's high. She pulls the bunt back, and that's ball 1. So trying to squeeze in Whitmire with the bunt. Charging in was number 11, Dossie Cordova from first base. Carlos steps back in, see if they try the old squeeze again here. Yeah, she's squaring around a bunt. Here's the 1-0. Now she pulls it back. Swing and a miss. Good change or a curveball there. Definitely took something off of it, and that is strike one. So good pitch there from Analia Lujan. 1-1 to count with one out. Bulldogs trying to tie it up here. So they're down 3-2 in the top of the fifth, but the runner down at third. Here's the pitch. High. Ball two. Snap throw down not in time as Mayberry threw it down to Lujan at third base, but Whitmire back in there safely. So the count now 2-1 as Carlo steps back in and Lujan gets her sign. Mayberry setting up on the outside edge. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's a base hit up the middle, and the Bulldogs have tied it up on that single and RBI for Carlo. It is now 3-3 and a whole different looking ball game here in the top of the fifth inning. With one out, Caden Apodaca will come to the plate, and now a coach coming out of the dugout, and she's going to go talk to her pitcher in infield. 3-3 is our score. We're in the top of the fifth inning here in Portales. Joby Hodling on the call, and we're going to have a new pitcher, it appears, as they tossed it to, I think, the shortstop. Thanks for tuning in. If you're on the 990 FM 93.7, of course, we're on KSVPTV.com and on Facebook and YouTube. KSVP Radio on Facebook and KSVP TV on YouTube. So, new pitcher. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back. We'll have everything reset for you. 3-3, Artesia and Portales, top of the fifth inning. Runner at first base for the Bulldogs, and one out.
Hocker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hocker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hocker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hockerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
Mac Energy Company is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com.
Okay, we're back here. The new pitchers, number 21, Amaya Lujan. Angel Hernalis, number 3, goes from short to third, and Analia Lujan goes to shortstop. And the first pitch that Apodaca sees from Lujan is fouled. She tried to bunt, and it was fouled backwards. So strike one to Caden. She's 0 for 1. She flew out her first time through and then walked her second time. And now facing Amaya Lujan, the new pitcher. With Kenzie Carlo down at first, one out. On deck is Michaela Lujan for the Bulldogs, and in the hole, Zoe Warren. As the Bulldogs look to take the lead. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Boy, Apodaca took a big cut of that, but just come up empty. And now Mayberry wants to go out and talk to Amaya Lujan. So do you guys know, are the Luhans like sisters, cousins? Do y'all know? Huh? All three are sisters? So I just asked some folks up here in the press box. So Maria Lujan out in right field. Amaya Lujan now the pitcher. And Analia Lujan now the shortstop. And they told me they're sisters. And of course we have a Lujan. Michaela Lujan will be coming to the plate. She's on deck. They might be cousins, or they may not be kin at all. I don't know. But they do have the same last name. All right, so Mayberry was asking her coach something as she had left the circle, kind of went over towards her dugout on the first baseline, and now they've got it all figured out. So stepping back in with an 0-2 count is Caden Apodaca. Carlo down at first base. Huh? So she'll be covering the plate. Here's the pitch, and that's high, and it gets through the glove of the catcher and going down to second base. In there safely is Kenzie Carlo. So now the Bulldogs with 2 outs have a runner in at second base on the passed ball. And that was ball 1 for Caden Apodaca. So 1-2 now the count. And she'll want to put one somewhere in play that'll bring the runner around and get the lead for the first time for Artesia today. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled to the left side. Count remains 1-2. As Michaela Lujan had to step out of the way, is right at her over there in the on-deck circle. So the count 1-2, 1 out. Runner in scoring position is Carlo at second base after getting that 1 out single and RBI, and then moving down to second on the pass ball by the catcher. Apodaca ready, and the pitch, and that is just wide for ball 2. 2-2 now to Apodaca. Lujan on deck and Warren in the hole. 2-2 count. Amaya Lujan looks at her sign. Now she has it. Mayberry setting up at the outer third. There's a pitch, and boy, she ripped it, but it's foul down the line, left side. As Apodaca was out in front of that pitch and hit a line smoker. But foul ball. Count remains 2-2. As they gather it out there in the corner and get it back into their pitcher. Ball game has been going for an hour and 18 minutes here in Portales. The new pitcher, Lujan, just came in. That was her 6th pitch she just threw. All to Apodaca. Here's the pitch, high. And that is ball 3. So a good at bat here for Caden, as she's now 7 pitches deep and has a full count. Lujan gets her sign from the dugout, steps onto the pitcher's plate. Apodaca ready to go, and the pitch. Oh, and she swung, but it missed. She missed. They're going to have to hurry to get her out at first. They do not, so she is safe at first base on the drop third strike. Moving over to third base on that was Carlo, and so safe at first base is Apodaca. Runners on the corners, 2 down, or 1 down, sorry, just 1 out, and now, oh, did he just give her a ball? Here's the pitch, going to square the bunt, pull it back, and that's called strike 1, so Lujan had squared around. I don't know what the on-plate umpire did. It was taking a while. He stepped out, and then he put up his hand, and I don't know if he was going to start the count or what, but strike 1 called. 0-1 the count to Michaela. She is 1 for 2. She has a single. And then she ripped that one. Didn't that go off the third baseman's glove? He called it foul ball. Boy, it looked like it was down the line off the third baseman's glove, which would have been, she was in fair territory, but called a foul, so that is strike number 2. 0-2 the count now to Michaela. Boy, she hammered that ball down the line. But foul. So it's 1 out, runners on the corners. 0-2 the count. Lujan versus Lujan. Here's the pitch. High for ball 1, and Apodaca started to act like she was going to go. Mayberry came up ready to fire it, and Apodaca went back to first. 1-2 now the count to Michaela. She steps back in to face Amaya Lujan. Amaya now has her sign. Gets ready to step back onto the plate. Now she does. Pitcher's plate in the circle. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, pop fly. Will it get out of play? It will not, but the catcher unable to get it. As she kind of overrun it. I think that wind, it was a high pop fly, and it luckily for Michaela falls for just another foul ball strike. I thought it was going to get over the chain link, but the wind blew it back in, and then Mayberry unable to pull it in, so the count remains 1-2. So Lujan again gets her sign. Mayberry sets up on the outer third. The pitch, that's inside. Good job again by Mayberry. She scooped that up. Made sure nobody advanced. But that was ball 2. So 2-2 now to Michaela. Here's the wind and the pitch. Oh, and that hit her. So that'll put the base runners they'll be full now, first, second, and third for the Bulldogs. Well, that went off her behind, so she's rubbing it off. Hit by pitch. And now Coach Polito coming in to talk. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. So coming in for Warren will be number 14, Jenna Whitmire, to pinch hit. Bases loaded, one down. Bulldogs looking to blow this thing open. They have not led in this ball game. We're in the top of the fifth, and it's all tied up, 3-3. Portales got 2 singles to lead off their half of the first, and then a home run, and then that's been it. They had 3 hits in the ball game. They all came in the bottom of the first. The Bulldogs have had 7 hits and have scored 3 runs. Neither team has had an error. The Bulldogs have left 5 on base. Portales 1, and now Coach Polito visited with Whitmire, and she's ready to go. Mayberry was out talking to Lujan in the circle, but she's coming back. So with the bases loaded and 1 out, Whitmire will step in to look to pound it somewhere. Steps up in the 1 position in the batter's box. Amaya Lujan looks into the dugout to get her sign, which she now has. Mayberry setting up right in the middle. Here's the wind and the pitch. High. Ball 1. So this is the first bat for Jenna. She steps back in with a 1-0 count. And Lujan waiting on her sign. She now has it. So she's back ready to go. Again, Mayberry sets up in the middle. That's another ball. Ball 2. Too high. Two-0 the count. Bulldogs with the bases loaded and only 1 out. Of course, Portales looking to turn a double play somewhere. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 3. So 3-0 now to Jenna. On deck is Kat Marcus, and in the hole, Haley Tucker. My guess is she's sitting on red right here. And try to get a walk in and take the lead. Whitmire ready to go. Mayberry sets up in the middle. Here's the pitch. That's high. Ball 4. So the Bulldogs do take their first lead on a walk RBI for Jenna Whitmire. Apodaca now at third, Lujan at second, and over at first is Whitmire, and we have a new batter. Coming in to bat to pinch hit is number 18, Elizabeth De La Riva for the Bulldogs. So Coach Polito letting the umpire know. He's pulling out his book and get everything written down. Bulldogs with Apodaca at third, Lujan at second, and now Whitmire down at first base, and the new batter, Elizabeth De La Riva, will step in with the bases juiced, and the Bulldogs lead 4-3. Top of the 5th inning. Coach Polito still talking about it, and the umpire going over to the Portales dugout to let them know the change. Although they can see it, but that's what they do. The umpires let everybody know. 9-2, Lovington after 6 in Roswell. Update from Gene Dow. And 4, I'm going to send him an update. So now everybody's ready to go. And the pitch. Ball 1. So De La Riva steps back in, and Lujan with the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 now the count. Big cut there for Elizabeth. On deck for the Bulldogs is Haley Tucker, and then in the hole will be Kenna Morrison. Here's the pitch. Swing, and it's a ground ball in the infield. They're going to toss it to second in time.
But a run will score on the fielder's choice. The Bulldogs now lead 5-3. So 6-4 on the putout. Runners remain on the corners for the Bulldogs. One comes across. And with 2 outs, coming to the plate will be the number 9 hitter, Haley Tucker. De La Riva at first, Lujan at third. 2 down. Tucker steps in. She is 2 for 2. That ball is too high and 2 outside. Ball 1. She's had a pair of singles, has Haley. So another single here would give a RBI, and I think she's got 1 RBI so far. 5-3 Bulldogs. We're in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 2. On deck is the top of the order, Kenna Morrison, and in the hole, Perseus Aguilar. As the Bulldogs, you say, the building kind of shook there for a second. I think somebody slammed the door downstairs, maybe. All right, here's the wind in the 2-0. High again. 3-0 to Tucker. So again, my guess, she'll be sitting on red. Load the bases back up if she can get ball 4. As the Bulldogs looking to add some insurance runs here. Leading now 5-3. And something just happened to Tucker. I don't know what just happened. Her ribbon was frayed, but it looked like she was shaking her glove like something. Oh, okay. Pam tells me her ribbon got stuck to her glove. All right, here's the pitch. That's going to be called strike 1. She was sitting on red, forcing her to throw a strike, which she did. So Amaya Lujan now has a 3-1 count with 2 outs. As Tucker steps back in with that 3-1. Hitters count here. Runners at first and third. And if she doesn't love it to death, she'll probably let it go. Here's the pitch. That's high and away. Ball 4, which loads it back up for the Bulldogs. And the top of the order coming to the plate in Kenna Morrison. She's 1 for 3. She's line drived out, got a bunt single, and grounded out. As she steps in on the right side with 2 down here in the top of the 5th. And bases packed with Bulldogs. Of course, Bertalis has an out everywhere, and that's all they need is 1. So Amaya Lujan back ready to go. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 1. On deck for Artesia is Perseus Aguilar, and in the hole Kinsley Rodriguez. So we're in our 1-2-3 batters here with the bases loaded. And again, trying to get some insurance runs, leading by 2, but Bulldogs would love to add to that. Here's the 1-0. Inside. Ball 2. Snap throw down. Not in time. It kind of skips away from the third baseman, but not far enough for Lujan to go down to home. So Michaela stays put. Mayberry fired that down there, and it kind of, like I said, she was safe, but it kind of squeezed through the glove of Ornelas. So 2-0 the count as Morrison steps back in. Lujan ready to go. Pitch is high and away. Ball 3. So she just walked the batter in front of her, and I know she'll be holding here, not swinging. Make her throw a strike. As we've already had 1 walk RBI in the inning. Certainly wouldn't mind getting another. Mayberry setting up in the middle. Here's the wind in the pitch. Right down the middle, called strike 1. So again, the same thing that just happened with Tucker. As she just walked. Morrison has a great hitter's count here. 3-1 the count. If she doesn't love it, she can let it go by. Here's the pitch, and that's going to hit her, and that'll be a hit by pitch and an RBI, and the Bulldogs now lead 6-3. As everybody advances, and Perseus Aguilar coming to the plate. Perseus 2 for 3. She's got a single and a triple in the ball game, and the Bulldogs with the 2-run lead now. I'm sorry, 3-run lead, 6-3. And they're all meeting just outside the circle, all of the infield, talking to their pitcher. Aguilar going to walk down the base path to Coach Crandall. As Morrison and her join him on the other end, it's Coach Polito talking with De La Riva. Staying out of second base is Tucker, and now the infield has broke, but the catcher's still in the circle with her pitcher Lujan. So the Bulldogs have had a 2-out rally going here. They've scored 2 runs since they had 2 outs. And looking to add to it as Perseus will come back to the plate. Again, she's 2 for 3 with a single and a triple. She flew out to the third baseman, or Nallis is her only time not to be on the base path. But she's got the bases loaded, 3 ducks on the pond, and here's the pitch. Strike 1 called on the outside half. Did you laugh at my 3 ducks on a pond thing? So my silly wife chuckles when I say things. 0-1 the count. Pitch. Caught the outside corner. No, it did not. Ball 1. I thought he said strike. I thought I even heard him that time through the glass, but I didn't. I misheard. Yeah, the one time. 1-1 the count. 2 down. Perseus steps back in. It would not shock me in the least if she hit a home run. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's going to be not deep enough. Coming in hard and making the play for out number 3 is the left fielder, Massey. But boy, did the Bulldogs get some things done there in the top of the 5th inning as they take the lead, getting 2 hits, 4 runs. There was no errors, and there were 3 runners left on the base paths. It's 6-3 Artesia as we head into the bottom of the 5th inning, with Ruth Espinoza coming to the plate for the Rams.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled commercial break to bring you a special news update.
Brady Deering from Richland Dodge. Last month, we had a huge sale, and this month, we are carrying over the deals, and we have added new vehicles to the mix. With prices and incentives the best we have seen in months, now is the time to purchase your new Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram. And don't forget, all qualified new and used vehicles come with the Richland's powertrain warranty for life. Come see the Dodge Boys at Southeast Main and McGaffey and drive home in style. Ride on the Y and ride on the price.
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
All right, so the Bulldogs now lead 6-3 as we head into the bottom of the 5th inning. And we're waiting. I'm not sure what on. The umpire is not out there right now, so I don't see him anywhere. I see the field umpire, but not the whole plate umpire. So the Bulldogs defense throws it around and now meets in the circle. There he comes. He is over in the dugout, so he may have been, they might have a change. We'll see. I've got Ruth Espinoza coming to the plate, number 4. And that is who's coming to the plate. She is 0 for 1. She grounded out her first time to Rodriguez at third base on the 5-3 putout. So she'll step in and face Kat Marcus. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike 1 on the inside half. 0-1 the count to Espinoza. She's the DP for the Rams, batting in the 8th position. On deck is number 1, the right fielder, Maria Lujan, and then to the top of the order is Miley Banda. And that called strike 2, caught the outside corner. So working well back from in to out is Marcus. 0-2 the count here to the leadoff batter in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a high one. Got her to chase, and that is strikeout swinging out number 1, which will bring number 1 to the plate, Maria Lujan. She is the right fielder for the Rams, and she looks at her card, which was in her back pocket, as the coach gave her sign. Now she'll step in. She's 0 for 1. She struck out swinging her first time through. And the pitch. She squares the bunt, tries to get it down, and it was a foul ball for foul ball strike 1. On deck, Miley Benda, and in the hole, Skylar Massey for the Rams, as they are now down by 3. They led all the way until the 5th. They were leading 3-2 after 4 full, and then the Bulldogs score 4 in the top half of this inning to now lead 6-3. Again, square to bunt, pulls it back, and that's outside ball 1. Warren, let's see, did Warren stay in, or is it, can you tell out there in left field? I think that staying in was Whitmire out in left. She's going to square the bunt again. She gets the pop fly bunt, and a good job charging by Rodriguez as she caught it off the little pop fly bunt on the first bounce, fires it to first base for out number 1 on the 5-3 ground out. So now 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th, and the top of the order center fielder, number 5, Miley Benda, will step in on the left side. She's 1 for 1 with a single and a walk, and here's the first pitch she'll face. Nope, called at strike 1, caught the upper end of the strike zone. It was right down the middle, so 0-1 the count. Massey on deck and Mayberry in the hole. Here's the wind in the pitch. Just outside, ball 1. 1-1 down the count. So the Rams have been held hitless since the bottom of the first inning. They got the leadoff single. The number 2 batter got a single, and the number 3 batter hit a 3-run shot. But since then, no hits. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Banda. So 2 down. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bulldogs leading 6-3, and Banda at the plate trying to get a 2-out rally going for her team. Here's the pitch. Just missed low and away for ball 2. 2-2 now. So Whitmire now down in left field. I never did finish my thought on that. She came in to pinch hit and stayed in on defense. I believe that's her out there. Morrison in center and Tucker in right. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. Rodriguez at third, Carlo at short, Lujan at second, is she? Yeah, and Apodaca at first with Aguilar catching Marcus. The pitch, swing and a miss, she got her, chasing and a high one. Strikeout swinging, they go down in order. No hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody left on base. 6-3 Bulldogs as we head into the top of the 6th inning with Rodriguez leading off, Carlo on deck, and Apodaca in the hole.
You don't have to live with a non-healing wound. The Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center at Artesia General Hospital provides compassionate care to people experiencing chronic or complicated wounds. Led by certified family nurse practitioner Rochelle McIntyre, our wound care team will work with you to build your customized treatment plan. Podiatrist Jennifer Chow and Joseph Krupa also specialize in lower limb wound care, and we are proud to have state-of-the-art hyperbaric oxygen chambers, a proven treatment that promotes successful healing. Visit artesiageneral.com/wound to learn more.
Need business cards? Think Ink. How about photocopying, black and white printing, or faxing service? Think Ink. Need to put together a brochure or even desktop publishing? Think Ink. Incredible Printing. For all your printing needs and fast, friendly service, Incredible Printing is the only name you need to know. Visit our location at 514 West Main Street in Artesia, right across from the Derrick floor. For any and all of your printing needs, Think Ink. Incredible Printing in Artesia.
Top of the 6th, and the Bulldogs leading 6-3 here in Portales. Coming to the plate for the Bulldogs will be Kinsley Rodriguez, number 3 hitter in the lineup, but leading off here in the top of the 6th. And by the way, in Roswell, 12-2, top of 7 with 1 out. Of course, Goddard gets the last bat, being the home team. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ground ball to the left side. Oh, and it goes through the, well, I don't even know if she touched it, but it went right by the shortstop, Lujan. I don't think her glove hit it. She tried to backstab it, and so I'm going to call it a single. I'm sure that she probably would call it an error, but it just kind of bounced over her glove. So Rodriguez at first base now, and Kenzie Carlo stepping in. Lujan looking to get her sign from the dugout. Now she has it. Oh, is it our original pitcher is back on the hill, I think, or in the circle. Yeah, number 15 is back. So Leah and Amaya changed spots. That was ball 1 to Carlo. So Analia Lujan back in the circle, and at shortstop, that pitch is ball 2, high, is number 21, Amaya Lujan. So 2-0 the count to Carlo. Rodriguez at first base. We're in the top of the 6th. Carlo steps back in. On deck is Apodaca, and in the hole Lujan for Artesia. Looking again to add some courtesy runs here. As Rodriguez is aboard. There's a swing. It's a ground ball right to the shortstop. She fields it. Goes to second in time. No attempt to throw the double play. So out number 1 on the fielder's choice. 6-4 the put out. So 1 down now as Caden will step in. She is 0 for 2. She's flown out, walked, and reached on a drop third strike. She's been on the base path twice. Mayberry sets up on the outside. Here's the pitch, and that is way outside and high for ball 1. Michaela Lujan on deck and Jenna Whitmire in the hole for Artesia. 1 down. We're in the top of the 6th inning. And the Bulldogs lead 6-3. This time Mayberry sets up on the inner half. Here's the pitch. And, he called it a ball. I'm not sure where it missed. It wasn't down on the inner half where she set up, but looked pretty good, but I guess maybe a little bit high for ball 2 to Caden. So 2-0 the count. And the wind in the 2-0. High and away, ball 3. And throw down not in time. Back in safely was Carlo down at first base. All right, 3-0 the count. 1 out. Bulldogs have a runner at first. And the 3-0. Called strike 1 on the inside half of the plate. So 3-1 now to Caden. She steps back in, ready to go. Hitter's count. Mayberry on the outer half. Here's the pitch. She took a big cut at it. Come up empty, did Caden. It was on that outside half and up a little bit. So that takes the count full to Apodaca. 3-2. Annalise Lujan, who is now back in the circle, ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on, and she hits a ton foul down the left field line and out of play. For a foul ball. Strike. The count remains full count. And the umpire gives the ball to the catcher and back out to the pitcher, and we'll reset. Caden steps back in. Lujan looking to get her sign. Now she has it. Mayberry setting up on the outside half. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Foul ball down. The bouncer down the third baseline foul. So everybody will reset. They'll go get that ball out there in the corner. Get it back into the infield. Will the left fielder Massey to Ornelas. And now back to Lujan. Been a hot day. Was in Artesia going to be in the 90s, and I think here in Portales up there as well. Here's the pitch, swung on. It's a little blooper on the infield. The third baseman will come over and make the play look like in fair territory. And that is out number 2 on the little infield pop fly. That wind blew it back in. So staying down there at first base was Carlo, and that'll bring number 9, Michaela Lujan, to the plate. She is 1 for 2. But she's been on the base paths twice. She got a single and was hit by pitch her last time through. So a 2-out rally in store here for the Bulldogs. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a foul ball straight back for strike 1. On deck is Whitmire, and in the hole, De La Riva. Actually, I didn't even notice. Was she catching in the top half of this, in the bottom of the 5th? She came in and pinch hit, but I didn't see her in the field, so she may not be in. That was ball 1 high to Lujan. I didn't see her playing defense, so it may be back We'll see who's in the hole when they come out on the on-deck circle. She came in for Martinez, I think. Here's the pitch. High. No, that's not true. Because yeah, I think she did. She came in pinch hit for Martinez and then coming into that ball's down low, ball 3. So 3-1. I'm looking up and down my lineup here. I think she came in and batted pinch hit for Martinez, but Marcus is in that position, so we'll see if Marcus is batting. Here's the 3-1, right down the middle, called strike 2. So full count now to Lujan, with Carlo down at first base and 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. Lujan looks over to their dugout, gets her sign, steps back on the pitcher's plate, and here's the payoff pitch. Down low, and that's ball 4. So runners now at first and second. And again, trying to add some insurance runs here, leading by 3 in the top of the 6th. 6-3 our score. But now 2 runners on base, 1 at first and 1 at second, Lujan and Carlo. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. Strike 1 called as Whitmire kind of clutched there, decided not to swing. 0-1 the count as Jenna steps back in. And the pitch. Down low, ball 1. 1-1 now to Whitmire. Runners at first and second. Lujan at first and Carlo at second with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Low and in, ball 2. 2-1 now to Jenna. So once again, Lujan ready to go. Here's the wind and the 2-1. And that is a little bit high. Ball 3. 3-1 now the count. Pam's decided we're eating steak and lobster tonight. So I guess that's what we'll do. With some shrimp. Steak and lobster. Oh no. Here's the pitch. Down low, and that's ball 4. So that'll load the bases up again for the Bulldogs, and coming to the plate will be the pitcher for the Bulldogs, Kat Marcus. Her first at bat. And she's got the bases loaded, and she can really get some insurance runs here if she can find... Oh, she's already batted once. She's 0 for 1. She grounded out. That's right. Grounded out to the first baseman. And we got a timeout going on here as the pitcher and the catcher are having a meeting of the minds out there in the circle. First and second baseman doing the same, and the shortstop and third baseman also meeting. So maybe they're deciding steak and lobster for supper. I don't know. All right, so everybody is broken. And Marcus will step in. 0 for 1, but with the bases loaded and 2 down, looking to drive one somewhere. She is in line for the win, as when she entered the ballgame, the Bulldogs were down 3-0, but now lead 6-3. And the pitch. Strike 1 called. So 0-1 the count. Lujan ready to go. Here's the 0-1. A little bit high, 1-1. On deck for Artesia is number 1, Haley Tucker, and then we're back to the top of the order. Kenna Morrison in the hole. Up, and our scoreboard just bumped for a minute, but it's back. 6-3, 1-1 the count, 2 down. Swinging and a foul ball down the right side for strike 2 on Marcus. So she's got a 1-2 count now. She'll be watching anything close. I may have an update from Gene here. I just got a text. Let's see what it is. Final in Roswell. The Lovington Lady Wildcats defeat the Goddard Rockets 14-3. So the Wildcats now 4-0 in district play. The Rockets dropped to 2-2. There's a swing. That's down the line right side. That's going to get by the right fielder. So Kat's got a chance here for the end of Parker. She rounds second, goes to third. All 3 runs have scored. She's going to hold her up at third base. So the triple, 2-out triple, 3 runs batted in for Kat Marcus, and the Bulldogs now lead 9-3. That was a triple down the right side, and all 3 runners come in and score. So Marcus at third base, and coming to the plate will be number 1, Haley Tucker. And we have a courtesy runner coming in. I'm thinking it's number 9, Nisel Jimenez. Is that who that is, Pam? So coming in for Marcus, I believe, is Nisel, courtesy running for the pitcher. Or not number 9, because that's Michaela Lujan. I think it's number 6. Well, I can't tell for sure. Yeah, it's number 6. So Nisel coming in a courtesy run for Kat, and the Bulldogs awaiting the infielders and pitcher and catchers. They're all standing in the circle. Oh, and the scoreboard blinking at them, blinking at everybody. But that shouldn't stop play. Could you do me a favor? Put that back on my... Oh, okay. I asked Pam to do something for me, and she shook her head no, if you can believe that. But then she's doing it, so she was just teasing. She was just joshing around with me. All right, so bases have been cleared except for the hitter. She now stands at third with that 2-out triple and 3 RBIs. And at the plate is number 9 hitter Haley Tucker. First pitch. Too far in for ball 1. Haley is 2 for 2 with a single, and a walk. She has 2 RBIs. And she steps back in on the right side. Lujan taking a look into her dugout. Now has the sign. Here's the pitch. Outside and high, ball 2. So the Bulldogs now lead 9-3 off of 9 hits through 5 2/3. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled to the right side. Out of play for strike 1. 2-1 now the count. So we've almost been playing 2 hours now. This game has kind of drug out for a softball game. They don't usually go this long, but we've had some pitching changes. We've had some long timeouts. And my wife is here, so she's dragging it out. All right, here's the wind and the 2-1, and that's called strike 2. Caught that lower end. 2-2 now the count to Haley. On deck is Kenna Morrison, and in the hole, Perseus Aguilar. 2 down. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Bulldogs lead 9-3, but a runner 60 feet away in Jimenez, who is courtesy running for Kat Marcus, the pitcher. The pitch swung on. It's a ground ball to second baseman. She picks it up, goes to first in time, and that's out number 3 on the ground out. 4-3 is the play. But once again, the Artesia Bulldogs do some damage. They get some courtesy, or they get some insurance run off of 2 hits. They get 3 runs scored. No Portales errors. There was 1 runner left on base as we head into the bottom of the 6th. 9-3, Artesia.
Now is a pretty darn good time to be shopping for a truck. Here at Guy Chevrolet, they have both the GMC Sierra 1500 and the Chevrolet Silverado 1500 truck being offered with only 1.9% financing on approved credit. 1.9% saves you thousands on your payments. Let Guy Chevrolet's friendly staff help you select the Chevy Silverado or GMC Sierra of your dreams and get 1.9% financing while they last. Guy Chevrolet, treating you like family for 99 years on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia.
If you're looking for a career that offers challenge, purpose, and opportunity while valuing you and your work-life balance, we invite you to start your journey at Coterra Energy. Here at Coterra Energy, our operations are growing fast, and we're looking for qualified individuals for field and office positions. New employees are eligible to receive a sign-on bonus, and once hired, they'll receive an unmatched benefits package. Producing energy, empowering people, building community. Text Coterra, COTERRA, to 71441 to start your journey today. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
Bottom of the sixth, and leading off for the Rams, number 6, Skylar Massey, the left fielder. She's 1 for 2 with a bunt single and struck out, and she's going to hit that into right field, first pitch. And the throw in, not in time. Good job there by Tucker. She fielded it and tried to get her out at first, but it was a little high and not in time. So the leadoff single is what the Portales Rams needed, as Massey does just that. She now stands at first base with no outs. And number 10, Addison Mayberry, the catcher, who has the 3-run home run, steps in. She's 1 for 2 with that home run and 3 RBIs and a ground out back to the pitcher, her second time through. So the Bulldogs, of course, looking to turn a double play here. Mayberry looking to hit a deep one or a base hit. All right, Marcus ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Bounces it up there, gets by Aguilar, goes into her glove and out of her glove. So that moves the runner down to second base on ball 1. Massey on that wild pitch ends up at second base. So 1-0 the count to Mayberry. On deck is Lujan. That's Analia Lujan. And in the hole, Dossie Cordova for the Rams. The wind in the pitch. Swung on. Pop fly back out of over our heads here in the press box for foul ball, strike 1. As Perseus gets a ball from the umpire and throws it back out to Marcus. 1-1 the count. Here's the wind and the pitch. 1-1. Swung on. It's ground ball right to third base. Rodriguez looks the runner back. They're going to go anyway, and they get her at third. Double play. 5-3-6 on the double play, and that is out. Number 2. Good job there by Kinsley over third base. She looked the runner back. And the Bulldogs turned the double play. So 2 down as Analia Lujan steps in. She's 0 for 2. She struck out swinging both times at the plate. Swing and a miss on pitch number 1 up on a high one that she got her to chase. Marcus did. So 1-0-1 the count. As Lujan steps back in. Here's the wind and the pitch. Just a little bit low. 1-1. Sun has been heading down as about it does every day about this time, and there's some long shadows on the field, but still plenty of sunlight. Here's the pitch, swinging and a miss on another high one, got her to chase. 1-2 now, or 2-1 now, or 1-2 now the count. One thing about it, the way that they've placed their softball field here in Portales is the sun is to the backs of the players, not in their faces. Here's the pitch. Swing, and that's a line drive. And coming in, but she fielded it on the bounce, was Whitmire. So that is a single, 2-out single out to left field. Good effort out there by Jenna as she dove for it, and but trapped it on the bounce. And so she'll get up, throw it in, and the single puts runner at first base. We're going to have a courtesy runner coming in. Is I saw her number, and then I forgot it immediately, and she's turned away from me. At the plate is number 11, Cordova, and the courtesy runner, if I can see her number, if she moves her arm, I think they got it on the front of their jersey. Nope, they don't. So I can't tell who it is down there running, but At the plate is Cordova. She's 0 for 2. Struck out looking, struck out swinging. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a foul tip back for strike one. 0-1 the count as everybody resets. 2 down. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Bulldogs leading by 6, 9-3. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Still haven't been able to see the number down there at first base, but we do have a courtesy runner in for the pitcher, Lujan. And now Cordova talking to her coach at third base. They met down the line. What are you making it colder? Oh, we're in a press box that's brand new, and it's got heating and air conditioning. Beautiful press box here at Portales' new softball field. And it's a little cool for the women up here, so turning it up, the temperature. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 3, and that gets the Bulldogs out of the inning. There was 2 hits, but no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Artesia 9, Portales 3 as we go into the top of the 7th. We'll be back.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at www.jjhc.org.
Smile Expressions in Artesia encourages you to treat your teeth to a spring cleaning. You'll have healthier teeth and gums, fresher breath, and brighter teeth. Plus, you'll be reducing risk for dental problems and improving your overall health. To schedule your dental spring cleaning, call Smile Expressions 575-746-1900 or request an appointment from our website, artesiadentist.com. Quality dental care, hometown comfort. That's Smile Expressions in Artesia.
Gear up for the next sports season with a sports physical at PMS Artesia Family Health Center. For only $25, ensure your student athlete is ready to hit the field with confidence. Schedule an appointment today by calling 575-746-9848 or visit online at pmsnm.org. Let us help your young athlete at the top of their game. Choose PMS Artesia Family Health Center for affordable, quality care.
All right, at the plate for Artesia is the leadoff batter, number 2, Kenna Morrison. She's leading off here in the top of the 7th. Bulldogs lead 9-3. Here's the first pitch, high and away, ball 1. Kenna's 1 for 3, and she's been hit by a pitch, so she's been on the base path twice. As Analia Lujan, who started the game and then left the game to go to shortstop and then came back in. Pop fly on the infield. Second baseman Acosta will reel that in for out number 1. And that'll bring us to our number 2 batter in the lineup, number 15, Perseus Aguilar. So our game now is 2 hours and 5 minutes, which is a pretty long softball game. It's just been kind of slow moving, different pitching changes, and a lot of timeouts. 9-3 our score. Here's the pitch, high and away, ball 1. Kinsley Rodriguez on deck and Kinsey Carlo in the hole for the Bulldogs. We're in our 2-3-4 batters here with 1 out. Mayberry and Lujan looking over to their dugout to get their sign. They have it. Mayberry sets up in the middle. Here's the wind and the 1-0, and that's high. 2-0 now the count. All right, once again, looking to get their sign. They have it, and Lujan ready to go. Here's the 2-0. Again high, ball 3. So top of the 7th, the score 9-3 Bulldogs, 1 out. If you missed a while ago, Lovington gets Goddard at Goddard, 14-3 in that ball game. So Lovington improves to 4-0 on the season in District 4-4A. Pitch is too low. Ball 4, the 1-out walk puts Aguilar down at first, and Kinsley Rodriguez will come to the plate. Rodriguez 1 for 3. She was hit by pitcher first time through. Hit into a fielder's choice, flew out, and then singled her last time up. So 1 for 3. And I mentioned the air conditioner. It's freezing in here, but my wife wants it cold. I turned it up. 9-3 the score, top of the 7th, runner at first, and the pitch. Called, strike 1 on the inside corner to Rodriguez. On deck, Carlo, and in the hole, Apodaca for the Lady Bulldogs. As they're trying to even up in district play. They're 1-2 coming into this ball game this evening. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a base hit up the middle. Nice rip. It'll just be station to station as the center fielder Bandit comes up throwing. So the 1-out single puts runners at first and second for the Lady Bulldogs, and to the plate comes Kenzie Carlo. Kenzie is 1 for 4. Flown out, ground out, singled, and then hit into a fielder's choice. Umpire looking around at everybody saying 1 out. Making sure, I guess everybody knew. He held it up for a long time. I think he was trying to get the umpire in the field's attention, and he finally acknowledged 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit well to right center. Back, goes over the head and bounces out of the park for Kenzie Carlo. So the double on the, the ground rule double, scores a run. But the runner on first goes to third, and Kenzie goes into second. So Carlo at second, Rodriguez at third, and Apodaca coming to the plate. Caden is 0 for 3. She's flown out, walked, reached on a drop third strike, and flown out. And now ball comes in for the umpire. Here, I guess he gave the last one. No, he had another one in his ball bag. So he got another one. 1 out, runners at second and third for Artesia, and they now lead 10-3. Apodaca wait, and the pitch. She check swing foul for strike 1. I needed to stand up. My right leg was going to sleep. Pamela. All right, 10-3. Runners at second and third for the Bulldogs. 1 out. We're in the top of the 7th inning. What do you... Oh, she took my chair. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Pop fly back and out of play. For foul ball, strike 2. 0-2 now to Apodaca. Lujan gets another ball from the umpire. The count 0-2. Everybody getting reset. The pitcher looking into the dugout. Has her sign, and she's ready to go. Wind and the pitch. Swung on, pop fly straight up, but it will come back to us and hit somewhere. Hit right in front of us. A wind. I thought it was going to hit on top of our tackle box, but it didn't. The wind knocked down into the bleachers in front of us. So the count remains 0-2. Since my wife never listens, she didn't know I called this the tackle box. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit it hard out to left field. The left fielder's going to come in and make the play. Runner will tag. They're going to try to get her home, and moving over to third on the throw is Carlo. So coming in to score is Rodriguez on the sacrifice fly. And moving over on the throw was Carlo. So she stands at third base. And the first pitch is a little blooper in the infield. The pitcher picks it up, and everybody's safe. Lujan racing down. She was coming to bat 1 for 2, and now she is 2 for 3. She gets to first base. Carlos stays at third base. It's a little swinging bunt single in the infield in front of the pitcher. Puts Lujan at first base. Carlos stayed at third, and now at the plate is number 14, Jenna Whitmire. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Jenna is 0 for 0. She's walked twice. Now she'll step back in on the right side with an 0-1 count. 2 down. The Bulldogs now lead 11-3. Top of the 7th. Here's the 0-1. High, gets by the catcher and coming in to score. Sliding in safely and going from first to third. Wow, good heads-up play there by Michaela Lujan as she goes all the way around on that wild pitch. Carlos scores. And Lujan ends up at third base. So 12-3 now with 2 outs. 1-1 the pitch count to Whitmire. On deck is Marcus, and in the hole Tucker. That pitch down and in, ball 2. 2-1 to Jenna. I'm telling you, my right leg went to sleep. I am. Pam told me to shake it out, and so I am. Here's the 2-1 high, ball 3 to Whitmire. 3-1. Whitmire steps back in. Lujan looking over to get her pitch. Now she has it. So good hitters count here for Jenna. Here's the pitch. High, ball 4. Now put runners on the corners with 2 outs, and coming to the plate will be Marcus for the Bulldogs. Actually, yeah, it is Marcus. So she'll step in. She's 1 for 2. She has a ground out to the first baseman and then a triple, 3 RBIs, her last at bat. And now she has runners on the corners with 2 down in the lead, 12-3. Here's the pitch, high, ball 1. On deck is Tucker, and in the hole Morrison for Artesia. All right, Lujan ready to go. 1-0 the count, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Down and in. Good job there by Mayberry. And the snap throw down to first base, not in time. Whitmire back in safely. The count 2-0. I think I said snap throw instead of snap throw. Yeah, get off the schneid on the snap throw. All right, here's the 2-0. The pitch high, gets by the catcher. Coming in is going to be Lujan safely. And staying at second base will be Whitmire. So ball 3, 3-0 the count. As Lujan scores easily on that wild pitch. And down to second base on the same play was Whitmire. 3-0 to Cat as she steps back in on the right side. Lujan ready to go. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1. Caught the inside corner. So 3-1 the count. Here's the wind in the pitch. A little bit low. They're going to throw it down to the shortstop, but Whitmire back in safely. So ball 4 puts runners at first and second, and Haley Tucker coming to the plate. She's 2 for 3, a pair of singles, a walk, and a ground out. And then coming in to run for Cat is Nisel Jimenez. And now the pitcher is being talked with out there, the infield, and the coach came out. 13-3 Artesia. We're in the top of the 7th inning. 2 down, but runners at first and second. And the infield and the coach still visiting about it in the circle. The umpires hadn't started walking in yet. 2 hours and 17 minutes in this ball game so far, and we still have the bottom of the 7th to come. All right, so there was a break, and staying there in the circle will be Lujan. But her and the catcher still talking about it. All right, so Tucker steps back in, or steps in actually for the first pitch here in this at-bat. And the pitch really high. Runners will move over on the passed ball. Ball 1. Whitmire down at third. And Marcus down at second. Here's the wind in the pitch. That's high and away for ball 2. So 2-0 the count. Tucker back in. Here's his pitch. Called strike 1. Caught the outside half, upper end of the zone. So 2-1 now the count. As Tucker goes back into the batter's box. The wind and the pitch. Ball 3, too high. So with a 3-1 count, Tucker will step back in. Runners at second and third, and the Bulldogs leading 13-3 here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That takes the count full to Haley. Wind has really not ever relented. It's just been blowing pretty steady straight out. Right center field. And the pitch, 3-2. Swing and a miss. She got her. That'll end the threat. The Artesia Bulldogs do some damage, though, as they get 4 more runs off of 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base. Artesia 13, Portales 3. Bottom of the 7th coming back.
Paul tells us in Galatians chapter 6 and verse 10, as we have opportunity, let us do good to everyone, and especially to those who are of the household of faith. Who wants to be taken advantage of? Well, no one. However, we're called to do good to everyone, not to be selective in who we serve. And so even if someone takes advantage of you, what Paul is telling us, Paul is saying, I want you to do good to them. I want you to serve them. I want you to take care of them. And see, in doing that, that allows us the opportunity to teach them about Jesus and about Jesus' love for everyone. See, Jesus wants all people to be saved. And so ask yourself, are you doing good to all people, or are you selective? My prayer is that you do good for all people. But if you struggle with that, please come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ.
Artesia High School Bulldogs Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
All right, we're back here for the bottom of the 7th inning. The Artesia Bulldogs leading Portales 13-3. Portales down to their final 3 outs. And the first pitch is called a strike to Anetsia Acosta. 0-1 the count. She is 0 for 2. She struck out looking and struck out swinging her first times first 2 times through. And now the 0-1 for Marcus. A little bit low. 1-1 now the count. Whitmire out in left, Morrison in center, and Tucker in right. Rodriguez, Carlo, Lujan, and Apodaca. Third to first. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back for strike 2. So 1-2 now to Acosta. Aguilar catching and Cat Marcus in the circle for the Bulldogs. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Oh, well, we're
Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss. She got her swinging, and that is out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th innings. The Bulldogs throw it around and get ready to go. By the way, thanks for tuning in here. Radio, we're on the radio, AM 990, FM 93.7. KSVPTV.com, of course, live streaming. We're also on Facebook and YouTube, so wherever you're watching or listening, thanks for tuning in. Here's the wind in the pitch to Lujan, and that's going to be outside for ball 1. It's Amaya Lujan at the plate, the number 7 hitter in the lineup. She's 0 for 2. She struck out swinging her first time and then grounded out to Rodriguez at third base on the 5-3. Here's the pitch. Oh, and it hits her. So hit by pitch puts a base runner on base for the Rams as they're down by 10. They got to get some runners on to keep this game going. They got to score at least 10 runs. And Pam was rooting for that. She's hoping Portales will score 10 and tie it up so we can continue going here, right, Pam? Oh, she said no. That was wishful thinking. All right, so runner at first base, she kind of walked that off, and I know it stung. At the plate will be number 4, Ruth Espinoza, the DP, and then on deck, number 1, Maria Lujan, and then we're back to the top of the order, Miley Banda, the center fielder, in the hole. Here's the wind in the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Espinoza is 0 for 2. She grounded out her first time through and then struck out swinging her second time. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. High and away, ball 2, 2-0. Now the count to Espinoza. Sun almost down. Boy, that's a pretty, look over there, guys. Look how pretty that sunset is. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's a pop fly in the infield. And coming up and making the play in foul territory is first baseman, Caden Apodaca. So the pop fly in foul territory down the first base line is out. Number 2. So down to their final out are the Portales Rams. And coming to the plate will be the number 9 hitter, Maria Lujan. She is 0 for 2. She struck out swinging and grounded out to the first baseman. First pitch, too low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. So if Portales can get a 2-out rally going here, they'll have Miley Banda on deck and Skylar Massey in the hole. Runner at first base is Amaya Lujan, and at the plate, Maria Lujan. She squares the bunt, and she bunts it foul, kind of back for foul ball, strike 1. 1-1 the count. If you didn't know, we have a lot of equipment, and Pam's been begging me to take it all down, told me to go sit in the car after the ball game. So I'm going to let her take everything down, store it, put it all into the luggage we bring it in, and then pack mule it out to the car. Here's the 1-1. She tries to bunt again. Strike 2. Throw down. Oh, and then dropping the ball. As they kind of collided, Lujan had come in from second base, and the snap throw down by Perseus. Lujan and Lujan collided, and the ball fell out. Of course, that's Michaela for us and Amaya for the Rams. But 1-2 the count. And a swing and a miss, and that will end the ball game. The Artesia Bulldogs win. They improve to 2-2 in district play as they win tonight 13-3 here in Portales. Portales got 3 runs off of 5 hits. All 3 runs coming in the bottom of the first inning after 2 singles and a home run. no errors on the Rams, and they leave 3 runners on the base paths. For the Artesia Bulldogs, they end up getting 13 runs off of 12 hits. They leave 11 runners on base, and they commit no errors. And so the final score here from Portales, Artesia 13, the Rams 3. On behalf of my wife Pam, my cameraman, camerawoman, and myself, Joby Hodling, we say have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you Thursday back at the ballpark.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. Being a mom of 2 boys, I know the struggle